The second half of the first season of the H3 podcast is where the show really starts to grow some legs and truly discover the essence of what makes this show the #1 podcast in the world. In this half, Ethan begins his descent into permanently being off the rails, and Hila, Dan, and Ian really start to find their voice. If you haven't seen the first part of this video, I would suggest watching that first, but don't worry, I won't judge you if you don't. So I must ask you once again, fellow Hila Kleiners, foot soldiers, and family, please take my hand and let me be your lore guide as I break down the second half of the first season of the H3 podcast. So, where should we start? I guess right where we left off. In episode 51, Rhett and Link from Good Mythical Morning would be guests.
Today's episode is sponsored by MeUndies, Hims, and Twitch subscribers just like you. You can subscribe for free by connecting your Prime and Twitch account.
Thanks to Amazon.
We both have MeUndies on right now.
Are you serious?
No lie.
No way.
Let's see. Yeah, I need proof. Dig in deep.
Oh my god.
Mine are just straight gray.
Wow, look at these guys.
That's crazy.
If you need,
mine are skulls.
If you need more of an endorsement than that,
badass.
I don't know.
They started off the episode by talking about the growth of Good Mythical Morning and how busy Rhett and Link's schedules had become. This would be emphasized by the fact that this episode started at 7 p.m. Topics discussed in this episode would be YouTube trends, their algorithm, as well as the ever-changing landscape on YouTube. Ethan would also subject Rhett and Link to watching Buy That Merch by Jake Paul.
No, you don't even have to say anything. I just want you to enjoy it. Because I know you're not going to watch this.
Buy that merch.
This is the chorus.
Buy that merch.
I was going to show you more of this music video, but Jake Paul claimed me, so moving on.
Maybe we're just not being honest with ourselves. Maybe Logan and Jake just represent perfect honesty at this point, and we should just be making songs about how you should buy our merch. If we really want you to buy our merch,
I
we
mean,
should
there
just
is
rap
no
about
filter.
it.
In episode 52, Shane Dawson would be the guest, and this would also be the most viewed episode of the H3 podcast still to this day.
Thank you so much for coming and joining us. I'm really happy to have you here. It's so cool to meet you. So,
Yeah.
cool. Thanks for coming, dude. How are you?
Very nervous.
Come on. Really?
I know.
I always say, I haven't done a podcast like this in a long time, and I always say something that just, I don't know, I get in trouble or I fuck up.
Well, it's live.
Great.
Honestly, you know what's funny? It's like, what can you do? You know, it's part of the magic, right? The first episode we did live, we had Filthy Frank here, and he was sitting on the couch right behind me. And we're having, I don't even know how we got in this conversation about like rape in nature settings, like how animals rape each other.
Right.
And I was like, yeah, I was just saying some stupid shit. I don't know why would I even be talking about that? And I say something that sounded really bad, and George is sitting behind me and he goes, and now everybody's just clipping that one, and that haunts me forever. So, if you can top that,
I can.
well, then we're gonna have a great show, dude.
Fun fact, 2 minutes into this episode would be the first mention of Trisha Paytas, a person who would become an integral part of H3 lore in the years to come.
There was allegations, and let me just say, utter and stupid, absolute trash and garbage, that you are a pedophile.
Yes.
Tell me about how did you find out about this?
It was crazy. The night before it happened, I got a DM from Keemstar.
Really?
And I thought, because I made a joke that day in a video saying like, oh, Keemstar is going to DM me about being a child molester because I flew out a fan who was 14 to my house.
Interesting.
And I made like a joke
What
about
a twist.
it. I know. And then 2 days before that, in a mukbang with Trisha Paytas.
What's a mukbang?
Oh, man. It's where you order a lot of food and then you eat it on camera.
A mukbang?
Really?
I've heard of a bang
I
bang.
haven't heard this name.
Seeing as Shane's content heavily revolved around conspiracies during this time, they talked about different conspiracies during this episode. Some of them included the Sandy Hook crisis actors, mattress stores being fronts for money laundering, and 9/11 being an inside job. You know, the classics. Ethan and Hila also brought up a potential new idea.
I'll say this. My dream is to build a dream studio and to be able to produce podcasts for multiple different people where we just kind of like swap out a backdrop, change the lights a little bit, and everybody has a really beautifully produced, well shot podcast. And we have it so streamlined here. Like, it's been a year of kind of grueling trial and error for us. And I think like we really have a turnkey solution for people to do it. So I think that'd be really cool.
Yeah.
While these plans never came to fruition, I still find it to be an interesting look at their vision for the podcast at this point in time. In episode 53, Ian Hecox from Smosh would join Ethan and Hila to co-host the episode, similar to the Jack and Erik episodes. One notable thing I've begun to notice in the comments of these more recent episodes is the sentiment that Hila is beginning to become much more comfortable in front of the camera. New viewers of the H3 show may not know this, but in the beginning of the podcast, Hila was actually a little shy and less comfortable jumping into the conversation. You wouldn't know it based on how outspoken she has become in the present day. The crew covered topics in the title, being Female Teacher Sleeps with Student and Papa John's Fired, as well as many other random videos throughout the ep, such as Drunk Fergie on Stage.
No, hi Fergie. I'm actually Armie Hammer. Thank you. I'm gonna win at the Academy Awards. Thanks.
Freddie's even watching.
So, this is unexpected. And in typical Tom
like,
Ford
yeah.
style, I think he would love that if he was here. They love
like a road
they
to
really
nowhere.
love you.
It's just really,
they do.
brutal,
They
brutal
really
stuff.
love you.
In her mind, she's killing
But
it. You know what I mean?
Drunk Jamie Kennedy on Stage.
Hold on, I'm with my two lovely ladies. Girls, what's your resolution for 2013?
Just get rid of all my haters.
All your haters? Can I ask you something? Do you like white
my
boys?
same exact
I love
resolution.
the hell out of some white people.
You love the hell.
Dude,
know what
who is that guy?
They're just open to the public at this point. The stage
There's
is
so
just,
much going on.
man, this is great.
Is it true what they
It's like
say?
an art piece.
You know, they say once you go black.
You never go back.
Yeah, well, I'm saying you should try white. Because it'll keep your vagina very tight. Bleep that. Bleep that.
And Drunk Guy in front of a mirror.
What kind I just,
When is he get?
this is like a Mr. Bean episode in real
Yeah.
life.
Oh my god.
I'm watching Mr. Bean in real life.
Oh, is he starting to realize it? He's like, oh wait.
I don't think so.
No?
I think he.
Nope, still going.
Wow.
God.
Wow.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead, man. What's your problem, buddy?
Starting to fight.
Wow.
He,
Oh, is it setting in?
yeah, maybe he's like, oh shit, maybe I've had enough to drink.
This episode is another good early taste of what the podcast would eventually become. In episode 54, YouTuber Vsauce3, Jake Roper, would join for an interview. They would start the conversation by talking about Elon Musk once again, Tesla, and the Boring Company's flamethrower. During this, Ethan would say something negative about Elon Musk for the very first time.
I'm kind of upset with Elon.
You started here and then it just went
No,
boom.
because, dude,
Tanked.
when I got that car, I was promised autopilot and all these great features.
Oh, did you pay for full self-driving?
Yeah, no,
You
not
poor
full
man.
self-driving,
Okay,
just autopilot 2.0, which still hasn't been updated beyond the basic one that you started with.
Yeah.
The episode mostly consisted of talking about Jake's content and his recent creative struggles. They would also discuss topics such as sounding.
Oh, we were talking about sticking things in your urethra. 'Cause
Yeah,
you're-
sounding.
We can talk about something else.
I mean, we don't have to. If it sounds like everyone out there really enjoys this topic,
Parasites.
it is like it's so much like the movie Alien. Where it's like, oh, it's just gonna burst out of your chest and then it's gonna eat you. But you did this yourself. Because in his mind, it's like, I'm doing this. This is my decision. It's not.
And Jake's cancer diagnosis. He is now cancer-free, but one interesting statement he made is that he actually picked up smoking and then vaping as a result of his cancer diagnosis, as sort of a middle finger to God and or the universe. In episode 55, we would get a very unique episode called How to Save a Life. This episode would feature friends Chris and Dylan. Chris was diagnosed with leukemia, and the purpose of this episode was to raise awareness for bone marrow transplants, and hopefully find a match for Chris. They had a list of celebrities and YouTubers they were trying to meet in an effort to spread their message. As a result, Philly D would make a surprise appearance. This would also be the shortest episode of the podcast since they switched to live episodes. I'm happy to report that Chris did find a match and is still alive today. If you would like to sign up for the free mouth swab test to see if you'd be a potential match for someone, go to join.bethematch.org. In episode 56, we would get yet another very unique episode with Post Malone for the H3 podcast's first live show at the Hollywood Improv Theater. Ethan, Hila, and Post would react to videos such as a guy pitching a pyramid scheme on Dragon's Den,
Returns coming. The returns are
When you give him $35,000.
Wait a second. Why would an investor give $10,000 to somebody and never get a return?
You're gonna get a return. You're
When?
guaranteed your return
When?
as soon as you find your 4 directs.
Oh! Bada boom!
He's saying you need to sign up 4 people under you so you can start making money. And I love in this guy's mind is like, who better to get up under me than the Sharks? They're totally going to get on that.
Do you think this could take off if they actually invested? Do you think it could be a real thing?
No, because you can't get 20%
Well, 20%
back
of
from all your
course not.
purchases. Yes.
0.1.
Yeah. 0.1.
2.
That's powerful.
0.01.
And an awkward pickup artist.
Get out your notepads, everybody.
Gentlemen, watch closely.
Don't worry, I'm not checking your boobs. But this piece is fucking awesome.
Bro, don't worry. I'm not checking out your boobs, but this piece is fucking awesome. Now, like, why? My question was like, why? Well, here, listen to his rationale. I'm getting ahead of myself.
You see what I did there? So I injected the sexual terms. I started talking about boobs and all, but I didn't stress on boobs. I stressed on this piece. It's fucking awesome. By the time I moved back, by the time I put...
What basically he's saying, his point here is that if you can distract them and say boobs, somehow that's going to help you seal the deal. So he's like, you say boobs, but you divert their attention and say necklace. So they remember that you said necklace, but not boobs. And somehow the fact that you whispered boobs in their ear that makes them more likely to sleep with you.
It doesn't even make sense.
This is an interesting episode to watch if you've seen any of the more recent episodes they have done with a live audience. They had a few hiccups to start, such as the computer not being logged in, and a call-in segment where the voice was playing through the small speaker in the projector. It really makes you appreciate the effort and polish that has gone into the live audience shows that have taken place in the last few years. When the caller finally made it through, it would be none other than Jordan, the 11-year-old Logan Paul fan.
Wait, you speak fucking piece of absolute crap. I got a couple words for you.
Hang on, you said you know Austin from middle school.
Wait, now you wait. Now what are you gonna say this once? Can I hear all the bitches in the audience give a loud yell for Jordan and drop their panties?
Hey.
Jordan, you got one woo.
Hang on. Bring that mic.
There was one woo.
Louder. We got you double mic'd here, Jordan. Oh, Jordan, how the hell did you get this number? This is a disaster.
Later, a fan would propose to his girlfriend on stage.
Oh my God, this is way too much. Wow.
Towards the end of the episode, Ethan shouted out the crew.
I wanted to say thank you to our crew, Alex, our wonderful editor, Ian, the internal intern, Sarah, our live switching badass, of course, Dan, our producer, without whom none of this would be possible. Love you guys. Thank you to Post Malone, the greatest fucking guy ever.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you, guys. Sorry, guys.
Post Malone, like, you're the best, dog. I love you.
You may be wondering who this Alex guy is, as I have not previously mentioned him. He was an editor for the H3H3 Productions channel and the podcast, but was only mentioned a few times before this. This would be his first appearance in front of the camera. Also, at the end of the episode, Ethan would mention that he wants to do a live audience show every month. After this, there would not be another live audience show for nearly 5 years. In episode 57, Bob Saget would be the guest. They spoke about the evolution of comedy as well as comedy inspirations such as Don Rickles and George Carlin. This was a really solid interview episode, and the dynamic between Bob, Ethan, and Hila seemed very fun and natural.
I love your logo stuff.
There you go. But
it's
yeah,
really cool. I mean, it looks animated. It looks like The Simpsons a little bit. It has that kind of feel to it.
Yeah, we have merch. Like, we have our H3 Productions, which is our main comedy channel, and this is kind of an offshoot. So it's the H3 Podcast, but most of the merch, just T-shirts and stuff.
But I also recently started a clothing line, which is what he was talking
separate,
about.
Not really merch.
Is it stuff that you designed?
Yeah.
Wow, that's so. Geez, so what are you doing, dude?
I don't know what. God, make me feel guilty over here about having
whatever
cheese
she
on.
wants.
I do
And
pretty
you
much.
might have a kid. You're walking the dog. You're saying it's taking it to the next level.
Yeah.
You guys having a kid would be nice if you want
Thank you.
to. Because
Bob
we don't
Saget
want to
is
bring
my
a
new
kid
surrogate
into the
dad.
world if the parents don't
hey,
want to.
We're
We
ready.
do, yeah.
You are? Well,
This is a
you want me to
big-
clear
this
the
is a big
table?
announcement for.
Want me to clear off the
No, we have plenty of private
This
time.
announcement, you guys are actually, is it okay to tell me this? I mean,
Hila, everybody
no, we're
is
not.
not pregnant.
Stop. He always does that. He always does fake announcements.
Oh, he does.
Bob ended up passing away around 3 years after this interview, so a big rip to Danny Tanner. In episode 58, we would get an interview with a great interviewer himself, Sean Evans. They would discuss the episode when Ethan and Hila were on Hot Ones, the origins of the show, as well as Taco Gate.
Taco Gate, if you guys can see, Sean taking a bite out of the top of the damn taco twice as if, nothing.
It's like you're eating a pita.
To me, I've always eaten a taco that way, and it makes sense to me on a couple levels. Like, I like that meat tube at the end,
Right.
and I don't really care about the lettuce and the cheese or whatever is floating up
trying
on
to get
top of
that
it.
out?
I'm just trying to get to that.
Would you
So
ever
I'm
make-
just trying to get like a task out of the way. Plus, it's a way cleaner way to eat a taco. Like, you don't end up
kinda
with
is.
everything all over the
Well,
spot,
the point,
all over the place.
Well, it is cleaner, but
you
you're
don't
also
get
not
all
enjoying
of
it
the-
properly.
But who are you to tell me
Well,
how to enjoy
why
a
don't you just
taco
why don't you just make a ground beef taco? Why fuck around with anything at all?
Well, listen,
Why
if
just why not
that's an
just
option-
why not
But he's
just
just
remove
buying a taco.
why not just remove the top part and have a little meat tube?
All three would also reminisce on their experience with DJ Khaled.
And I remember, like, he was always saying, like, they, them. Like, they don't want you to win.
That was in his music video, like the Bahamas one.
Yeah, so he's been saying that forever. And I ask him that question
Who
on
are
the
they?
show. I'm like,
Who are
Who are
they?
they? And he's like, losers, bums, fuckboys, pieces of shit. And then I see him on Ellen like 8 months later. And Ellen is like, who are they? Right? And then he's like, it's that person at work that's always dogging you. Like, he had a totally, like, ironed out,
he get an
daytime
Ellen
TV
answer.
friendly answer to that question.
How he's changed.
Ellen's like patting herself on the back, like she's the first person to ask, like, who are they to DJ Khaled? Like, it's this moment. But I remember thinking that was funny, seeing that arc on Khaled.
Sean is a really good conversationalist, making for another great interview episode, in my opinion. At the end of the episode, the entire crew entered the studio to try wings with some of the hottest hot sauce in the world, while Sarah stayed in the back room to switch the cameras. And here we would get our 5th H3 historical moment when none other than Alex the editor, Dan the producer, and most importantly, Ian the intern entered the room. This would be the first time that fans got a face reveal for Ian, and while they wouldn't know it yet, this moment signified the beginning of having 4 core crew members of the H3 podcast: Ethan, Hila, Dan, and Ian.
You okay?
You're shaking.
He can't handle spice.
He warned us that he has a very low spice tolerance.
But not anymore. It's a baptism by fire.
There you
Like,
go.
now at this
There you
point,
go.
you'll be inching it up.
Coincidentally, this would be the last time fans would see Alex on camera, making him the second most forgotten crew member, but more on that later. In episode 59, DJ Deadmau5 would be the guest.
Maybe you want to try vaping.
It's like one of those little pens.
Yeah, it's a little pen. Just a little pen.
All right.
Dan, can you bring in the little pen? Let's see if Joel, if we can convert him into a vapor. If you like it, we can get you set up with something more serious.
But
So-
this is if you want to go green.
Yeah. So here, push that and then suck. Yeah.
Push
Yeah.
and suck.
You push and suck, my
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
Push and suck.
Push and suck.
Hell yeah. That's a fat rip. Whoa! Doesn't that feel great? That's a fat rip.
One interesting fact that I learned in this episode is that Deadmau5 helped get Skrillex his start in music, and then went on to leak his phone number via a t-shirt at the Grammys. Kind of a dick move.
I just did it and then like literally
Yeah.
hot swapped it last fucking second and then went on the red carpet and everyone started taking pictures. But that was Sonny's. It was just a joke. You know
must
what I
have
mean?
just been grinning like.
Oh yeah,
a
yeah.
maniac
My
behind that
smile
helmet.
and the inside of the helmet was bigger than the one on there
Yeah.
for sure. It was hilarious. I thought it was funny because this poor kid like wins like 1 million Grammys that day in his phone. He can't fucking use it. Everyone's calling him.
great.
He's probably wondering what the fuck is going on. And then of course he didn't find out till like way later that night that like I basically gave his number out to the world.
His ass on the ground. How did he react? Did you talk to him about it?
Oh yeah. He was like, "You're an asshole. You fucking idiot." You know, like bro shit.
During this episode, Ethan would say something interesting.
Dude, that's one of my biggest fears in life is being in the target of a billionaire who will sue me forever.
Well, hopefully that never happens. In episode 60, comedian Bobby Lee would be the guest. In this episode, they tried a new format where Ethan and Hila started the episode with the first 30 minutes by themselves. They talked about the experience of their live show and the intention to do another live show and potentially do one once a month. Ethan would also give an update on his mental health.
I just feel like I'm been crazy lately. I've got this bottle of antidepressants next to my bed, and I'm like, I think it's time. But then I realized I never actually put in the work. Taking antidepressants is like, it's either the easy way out or you already tried everything, and so you should take it because there's no reason to suffer. But I'm like, this is the easy escape because there is a direct correlation between me being fat and lazy and not taking care of myself and me being depressed. And like I'm on a upward trajectory right now. And I'm like, I can't take these if I'm not exercising, if I'm not eating right, if I'm not treating myself well. It's all connected.
Yeah.
There's a direct correlation between all that shit. So I don't know. I've been that was a couple days ago. I've been exercising. I've been trying to eat better because I'm not, you got to put in the work yourself to fix yourself before you take. Well, that would be just a shortcut. Some people need antidepressants, but I don't know if I do because I haven't actually tried to help myself yet enough to warrant it. So I'm just like, I got to do something.
The topic of bug chasing will be brought up for the third time in the history of the podcast, which means I guess I can't keep avoiding it. Here's what bug chasing is.
So you are a bug chaser.
What? Yeah.
Do you know what that is?
No.
Bug chasing, this comes up way too often on the podcast.
Yeah.
Bug chasing is somebody who wants to be infected with the disease, specifically HIV.
Why would anybody want that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Exactly.
I guess the theory is that they want to feel it's kind of a gay thing, and so they want to feel connected with more connected with the community. It's like a self-harm thing.
It's like Asians wanting a little dick so you can connect with the other Asians.
Exactly. You understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not little.
This is another very funny interview episode, and the chemistry between the three is noticeable.
No, I relate because a guy that looks like me.
I think we have similar.
Yeah, because like I'm not like King Dong. I'm not jacked.
not.
I'm not handsome. Thank you for the endorsement. And I feel the same way about you as well. We can
look
just
like,
reciprocate.
We look like somebody drew us.
But yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like we're like not real humans. That like Tim Burton went, I'm going to experiment.
Right. Yeah.
Bobby Lee would end up returning multiple times over the years. In episode 61, YouTuber Harley Morenstein would be the guest. Ethan and Hila would follow the same format as the previous episode, and start the episode with the first 30 minutes with just the two of them. The first thing they would talk about is the fact that they pulled the plug on their live show that they already started selling tickets for. The tickets went on sale for $30 with $20 of service fees when Ethan was under the impression that the service fees would be $3. Ethan would also offer to pay back any viewers who had already bought plane tickets, as long as they could show proof. This experience would end up souring Ethan and Hila on the live audience show experience. During the interview, they would discuss the adpocalypse and Harley's OG status on YouTube. Ethan would also express his preferences for streaming on Twitch versus YouTube, a sentiment that would not last forever.
And by the way, we're on Twitch right now. If we,
that's right.
If we were on our podcast channel streaming, the numbers would be way higher.
Mm-hmm.
But it's better on Twitch. Yeah, it just feels better. The experience is better. The audience are more engaged.
Another topic of discussion that Harley would bring up were K-pop stans and their over-the-top nature, a topic that would land Ethan in some hot water in a future episode.
Their fans are very territorial. And I like some fans bases and other fan bases don't mix well. And I went once and I was like, I love BTS. Haha, my boys are so sick. And this one's my favorite. And then literally people were like, you fucking stupid jar of mayonnaise. I'm going to slit your throat if you think you could be fan of BTS. They fucking hate white people. Fuck you. And I was like, whoa, this is really intense. And they're like, can't be racist to white people, bitch. I screenshot so many people, all different types, all different walks of life on Twitter, being like, you fucking scumbag, if you think you can be a fan of BTS, I'll kill you. I swear. And I'm like, dude, that's crazy. And I'm like, they kept sending me pictures of like jars of mayonnaise crying.
Why?
Why a
Because
jar
I'm
of
white.
mayonnaise? Oh,
Because I'm white. So
You're
I'm sad
mayonnaise
mayonnaise.
boy?
I'm sad mayo boy.
Whoa, the
And I was like,
Syrians
that's
are ruthless.
I was
I
like,
knew
that's
that-
racist.
What
And
he's
they were
saying
like,
is
like,
everyone,
fuck yeah,
not
it's
just-
racist.
they're like, no, you can't be racist to white people, you fucking idiot.
Oh.
And I was like, what? I'm like, people think that. And then I went, look, and I'm like, oh, this is just completely interesting on so many levels.
Dude, I kind of want to get into K-pop now.
I
Fascinated by
got like a list for you. I got like a list of places.
It's
for
like,
you to
I don't
go.
care about the music. I'm just interested in the beef.
Harley seems like a genuinely nice dude, and he would be further woven into the H3 lore in the future, as he would be one of the fighters in each of the Creator Clash boxing events. and recently, one of the two fighters along with Lena, a future crew member, who would drop out of the event. In episode 62, we would get another top of the week episode titled Another YouTuber Goes to Prison and Amazon Slave-Like Conditions. The YouTuber in question fed Oreos with toothpaste in them to a homeless person. The slave-like conditions in question would be Amazon workers peeing in bottles instead of bathroom breaks. They also watched that creepy Sinclair Media video in this episode, which I kind of just want to remind everyone about.
Talk about a threat to democracy and some real 1984 shit. Look at
Headley.
And I'm Ryan Wolf.
Our greatest responsibility is to serve our
Treasure Valley communities,
the El Paso, Las Cruces communities,
Eastern Iowa communities,
Mid-Michigan communities. We are extremely proud of the quality, balanced journalism that CBS 4 News produces.
But we are concerned about plaguing our country.
The sharing of biased and false news has become all too common on social media. More alarming, some media outlets publish the same fake story.
This was also the show's first 420 episode, although they wouldn't really do anything to celebrate the occasion as they do in more recent years. In this episode, they would reflect on the first company Disney trip, which would become a somewhat regular company outing in years to come.
Guardians of the Galaxy is so fun.
That was insane.
That shit was insane.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. Oh my god.
This episode also had one of the more unique outros we had seen up until this point.
Because I really can get down with like steaks and fat and eggs and all that. But bread is hard, but I'm doing okay. Mostly I think just not eating processed food and chips and stuff has made a big difference. My back. This hurts a lot. Ow! You can have 3 berries. You can have 10 slices of bacon, 20 pieces of cheese, and a New York strip.
What'd you say? I can't hear you.
But you can have only 3 berries. Otherwise, you'll go out of ketosis.
This guy's talking about there's a thing with people who have left SpaceX for Virgin Airlines.
That's a thing?
That's like, I left my ex for a virgin.
For a virgin cutie. She's so hot, she only eats 3 berries a day. She's deep in a catatonic state. All right, let's end this. Hope you guys had fun. We'll see you on Monday with Ninja, all right? Everyone out there playing God of War.
Don't forget to eat your fruits.
Don't forget to blaze and play God of War this weekend. And wish Jacksfilms and Aaron a happy wedding and a beautiful life for the 2 young lovebirds.
Are we done? What's happening?
All right, just kill it for Christ's sake.
In episode 63, Ninja, the popular Fortnite streamer, would be the guest. In this episode, they dropped the format of starting the first 30 minutes without the guest and instead brought out Ninja right away. They would discuss Ninja's meteoric rise and his crazy streaming schedule. Other topics discussed would be the future of the competitive gaming industry, Twitch versus YouTube as a platform, and that time Ninja played Fortnite with Drake. This would not be the last time Ninja would be a topic of discussion on the show. In episode 64, we would get another episode with Jack and Erik, though the episode would begin with Ethan and Neela taking a call from Kyle the Cougar champ, who prefers to have sex with extremely old women.
Okay, so I was with this one lady, and she claimed that she hadn't had sex in, say, like 15 years. She was still married. So we went out a couple of times. The second time we went to this hotel, we were drinking and whatnot. We got down. I did that one move where you put her legs like way back. We put like her knees on her chest.
That doesn't seem good for an old lady.
I went too hard and I went too deep and I broke it.
Has anyone ever died while you've been in a relationship with them?
Yes, actually, Marge died at 94. Connie, who's on the website, she passed away last year. Linda passed away.
Damn.
There's a lot of Linda that passed away as well, but none of them passed away like while I was seeing them. It was more or less, we kept in touch the whole time, but yeah, 4 of them passed away.
After the call, the boys would finally arrive, which means that this episode was another episode under the influence, which led to moments like this.
Shreddy, do you have anything you want to say?
I'm okay, thank you, man.
Look at this.
I'm saving it for tomorrow.
Say, you want to say anything, Shredder?
You can do it. All right, I'll be right back.
He's talking to the mic.
buddy.
Say something, Shredder.
Oh, he's thinking. Oh, what a good, well-trained boy.
Ethan, Hila, Jack, and Erik would start by debriefing Jack's wedding, which had taken place recently.
Dude, that was one of the worst moments of my life.
Yeah. Why? Just because I'm no longer a single man?
No. I don't know. And the fact that you don't know why is good.
Yeah. Tell me.
Yeah, you didn't say.
I didn't. What the fuck
shit
happened?
Himself during the.
So that's what that was.
Well,
Okay.
I feel like that would have been better.
Oh God, what is this?
So I don't know. We've lived in Israel for so long. I don't know how invitations to weddings work. Apparently, it's like it says 4:00. It says, and we're like, oh, okay. Because in Israel, it's like weddings at 4, show up at 6.
Because
there's like
a lot of
you meet and you
Sure.
talk.
Until the actual thing.
Right.
Okay,
That's
I
how
see.
concerts work.
I think I know where this.
That's
is
how a
going.
lot of things
That is
work.
how concerts
Well,
work.
we started about 4. That's how it's like we started about 4. But I guess in America, when you write weddings at 4, that means your ass is up there saying vows at 4.
Damn right. So when did you guys show up?
So we roll up around.
Like 4:11.
We roll up and I'm taking my
That's
time.
not terrible.
But we
I'm
took
taking
our
my
time. We're like,
we're not dressed.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And I roll up and the valet is like, I'm here for the wedding, and he's like, the one at 4. And I was like, yeah.
And we were like, we thought this guy has attitude for some
I was
reason.
like, geez, dude, no tip for you. And we walk through. They're like, oh no, it's that way. So I walk through a double doors, and right in you're getting married right there, and right in your field of vision.
Yeah.
Literally, Jack is facing here, and I'm walking through a door, and so I was like, oh my God, he definitely. I was like, oh my God, why'd they tell me to come through here? First of all, so then we go around, and everybody's sitting. There's pretty much no spare seats. And I'm like, I'm so fucking embarrassed.
I can't believe I didn't see this at all. Did you see this?
Well, it gets better. It gets better.
Oh, okay,
It gets
okay.
better. It gets better. I'm like, there's no way I'm gonna go sit down and interrupt the ceremony. I'm so fucking embarrassed. I'm just gonna stand back here. And the usher's like, no, it's fine. It's fine. Go ahead. It's fine. There's seats in the front row.
Oh no.
And I'm like, I'm not gonna sit in the front row. You're insane. I'm just gonna stand back here. And then there was this whole thing of like, it's more embarrassing that you're standing back there than sitting.
Yeah.
But she's like, just go sit in the front row. Nobody will notice. I'm like, all right, let's just fucking go. So we go up. First of all, who's on the right side? Whose parents were on the right side? Facing you guys.
us?
Yeah, from the audience.
That would be my parents. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So they walk us up to the front fucking row. And then there's like 4, maybe 6 seats available, but people put their stuff on it. And the only 2 seats available were right next to your parents.
Oh my
So they bring us up to the front row and sit us next to your parents. And your parents turn to us like, who the fuck are these idiots?
Oh no.
And I was just, bro, I was dying. I was dying. I wanted to
Dude,
die.
if I were in your shoes, I'd be dying too. I'd be dead already.
You should have turned to Jack's mom and been like, who are these guys?
Yeah, totally.
Who are these guys?
Yeah.
The next topic would be Kanye's new album, his recent endorsement of Trump, his slavery was a choice take.
400 years? That sounds like a choice.
Whoops.
Uh-oh.
Yikes. Yikers.
Whoops the doodles.
As well as this iconic tweet.
I'm nice at ping pong.
That was my favorite tweet. I like that one.
Just nice?
I gotta
Because
say.
nice is such a funny adjective.
It is. It is. You never describe yourself as nice at anything.
Right.
But I actually,
I'm
this
nice
is.
at ping pong.
I actually really like that tweet.
I'm sure this Kanye guy will go on to have plenty of level-headed takes in the years to come. They would go on to react to multiple cringe videos, such as Kendrick Lamar allowing a fan who jumped on stage to attempt to rap.
I can see the end of the videos coming up real quick.
Yeah.
Something real bad must happen here. What?
It's your cue, buddy.
This shit's taken years off of my life watching this.
Kendrick's loving
New
it.
York.
Someone just hits him with a shoe.
Look at his view, man.
Figured out the way to make people say boo. Break it down. I motherfucking hate you.
And a clip from Cops of a clearly very high man trying to talk his way out of it.
I know you're high, okay?
I smoke weed.
You're higher than you think.
No. It's because
when I woke up, I seen the lights and stuff, and I seen you guys. I got nervous. I had a Monster drink. I don't know if that does it.
At the end of the episode, Ethan and Hila would talk about their intention to take a week off from their phones and social media as a sort of detox from all the negative things online. They would also bring up the topics of beta blockers, leading to the 6th historical H3 podcast moment, the first time Ian would chime in over the mic, giving fans the first taste of his comedic genius.
There it is.
Dan, do you take beta blockers?
No, I know someone who does though.
What the fuck? How did I miss this? I thought I was more savvy. Ian just said he does. Ian, you take beta blockers? Can you get him on the mic, Dan?
Yeah, I wasn't gonna out him, but I was talking about Ian.
Ian, put Ian on the mic.
Ian, come over here, Mike.
Bill Cosby's my doctor.
There it is.
Dr. Huxtable.
What's up?
Ian, you take beta blockers?
Yeah.
What the
The one he mentioned, the propranolol.
Is it a prescription drug?
Well, yeah, they gave it to me because I have that hand tremor, and it's supposed to help with that.
Can you talk? Wait, Dan, get him closer to the mic a little bit.
Yeah.
But do you notice others? So it helps with the hand tremor, but does it?
It doesn't help with that whatsoever.
In episode 65, we would get another top of the week episode titled Logan Paul slammed on Twitter and Ethan quits social media. This episode would start off with this wonderful intro.
Welcome everybody to another episode of the H3 Podcast Live. That's right. We are back and we are streaming on YouTube. Welcome everybody. Listen, we thought it'd be fun to come over to YouTube and give it a shot and see what it feels like, because we've never actually live streamed the show on YouTube, even though the content lives here. So I thought it would be a fun experience to see how the experience differs. Just mix it up a little bit, keep you on your toes. Today's episode is sponsored by Hims, Blue Apron, and ExpressVPN. So, Hila, you are looking
Ethan,
insanely good today, by the way.
Open on your computer.
Visions of Pink. Today's episode is. By the way, is it working, Dan? Are we live?
We're live, but I think you're watching the stream on your laptop,
everything's
and we're
different.
hearing it.
The experience is so different because on Twitch, you can do a pre-show.
Ethan,
Whoa! What was that? By the way, is it working, Dan?
You got the show live on your laptop. You gotta turn it off. You're watching.
So there's minor difficulty. I just entered a hellscape that I never want to go back to. What happened?
That was the sound of hell.
Was it? Okay.
If you go to hell, that's what you'll
Pretty
hear.
much. That is eternal damnation.
Welcome to hell.
As you may have heard in that clip, this would also be the 7th historical H3 moment, as this was their first time streaming on YouTube. To start the episode, they would debrief on their social media detox. During this, Irv, another caller who happens to sound just like Jordan, the 12-year-old Logan Paul fan, doing an accent, called in to give his opinions.
Okay.
Hey, here's Irv.
Oh, hey, Irv. What's up? You got a question for us?
Well, I want to say to you that I really respect the fact that you do detox, because I was born with no internet. I have many addictions. I get it. I used to smoke, and my wife made me quit.
Later, we would hear from Ian for the second time for this iconic Sharkies story. This would also be the first of multiple car troubles that Ian would face over the years.
I got a beef with Ian, our intern. He has caused me so much fucking grief. Ian, I'm pissed. Get Ian on the microphone. I need him involved in this.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. One moment, sir.
Listen closely, Ian. I got a bone to pick, you son of a gun. So, Ian's car broke. Are you there, Ian? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So his car broke. He just got a new car, and it broke down after a couple weeks. It was tragic. So we gave him our Prius, which we don't drive that much, and we said, borrow this for the next week, and God bless. And what he did, he got us a gift card for like $40 to Sharky's Mexican Grill as a thank you. And I'll tell you what, Ian, this card has been nothing but a fucking curse on my life, and I am so pissed at you. I've tried to use this card. I've wasted so much money trying to use this card. Sharky, I don't want to eat Sharkies. I don't like their food. I don't like anything about Sharkies right now. I've gone there 3 times. I've ordered online, okay, and the card never works. And you end up paying for it yourself. This has happened 3 fucking times.
What's the problem? What do they say is
You
going
can't
on?
use it online. And I'm already to the point of no return where it's like, I'm not going to go, like, do you know how hard it is to make lunch plans, Ian? Do you understand how hard it is? Like, I can't go when I'm already at checkout and be like, oh, I'm going to go start over somewhere else. That's fucked. Do you know how hard it is to make lunch plans, Ian?
I mean, I can imagine.
Okay. What, you don't make lunch plans?
I mean, I've picked up lunch.
Okay.
For other people.
Ian's never made a lunch plan in his life. Trust me, it's hard. Okay? Now, I says to myself a couple days ago, 3 days ago, you know what? What are we going to eat for lunch? Let's go to Sharky's. I've got this fucking gift card. I'm sick of having it. So we roll up to Sharky's. Hila's outside with the dog. I go, I order our food, whatever, you know. And I'll tell you what, because there's $40 on the card, I ordered a little extra shit that I would never buy myself. Because I was like, let's just bang it out. I got like a side of guac and a drink and all this bullshit and added stuff. Because you're like, let's just bang it out. Even though I wouldn't ever pay for that. It's on Ian. These motherfuckers, they go to me after I place my order. The system's down. But we're going to try to fix it. So I place my order. They make the food after like 2 minutes because it's not that busy. They put it on the counter. It's right there. Are you listening, Ian?
Yes.
Okay. It's sitting there on the counter. I go to fill up the salsas, and they're punching away. People are coming and getting their food. I walk up and say, hey, what's going on? We're still working out the kinks. We're trying to figure this out. 10 minutes later, the manager comes out, calls up like corporate headquarters, is trying to get this gift card to work. They go, do you know how much money's on this card? I'm like, I don't know. I'm not, you know, what the hell do I know? They're like, okay, just sir, relax. I was screaming. I was throwing salsa at the wall. So after like 20 minutes, the food is fucking cold. I go up and I says, all right, listen, I have to go. I'm a busy man. I don't have lunch plan time. And they say, can you use it another day? Can you pay with your card? I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Do you know how hard I've been trying to use this money? So now I've spent like $150 fucking dollars on food I didn't want over this $40 Sharky's gift card. Not only that, they made me wait for 20 minutes. The food is getting cold. They're like not giving me the food. Like, can you imagine that? Like, sir, we can't give you the food. And then they make me pay. And then here's the best part. I've had brutal, vicious diarrhea since then, Ian. And like yesterday in the office, I was like, Ian, I'm so pissed at you, but I don't want to tell you why. It's because I was about to shit my pants from Sharky's Mexican food grill. Fuck Sharky's. And although your gesture was thoughtful, Ian, I'm so over this card. I'm giving it back to you.
I do have to say, when I went to ask for the card, they seemed startled. I said, you have gift cards, and she looked shocked.
That explains it.
She's like, are you insane? Are you sure? Ian, you should have taken that as a sign. This
They're
card...
like, no one has ever asked that.
I'm sorry?
She kind of looked at the cook and then looked back, and then I said, let's check out.
Ian. This card has given me nothing but grief. And now, as I sit here before you on the verge of shitting my pants on this Friday afternoon, $150 poor, I want you to take this, and I want you to try to spend this money. I dare you to go to Sharky's and try to spend this money. And I promise you, Ian, what befalls you from this point on is misery, a curse upon you, diarrhea, and you're going to waste $1,000 before you get a fucking $1 off this card.
After this, they would unveil a new segment, H3 Voicemails, where fans could call in and leave a voicemail that may be listened to on the show. One of the callers they listened to was a bit ahead of his time.
I got a couple more here. Let's see.
Yo, Ethan and Hila, you guys are great, but I just wanted to ask Ethan something. Why do you like Elon Musk so much? I mean, he's such a jackass and a terrible person, but maybe I'm over-exaggerating. I just don't like him that much. Can you explain yourself?
Well, if you're a fan of the show, you would have... I've explained myself. I've written a thesis.
It's a dissertation, really.
It's part of everything that I am. Now, where's your supporting evidence? You say he's a jackass.
Yeah, why
he's not
is
a
he
good guy.
Why?
What is your reasoning, except that you're just a contrarian who likes stuff, who likes to hate stuff because it's popular? Oh, Elon's so cool. Oh, he's a perfect human. Oh, he sent a roadster to fucking Mars, and it was playing David Bowie in space. Wow, what a jackass. Sorry, what do you do?
Then they would review an exchange between Chris D'Elia and Logan Paul on Twitter, causing Jordan, the 12-year-old Logan Paul fan, to call in.
I'm laughing because I know your comedy career took a dive.
I peed a little bit when I see that because I do that too when I'm laughing real hard. I like peeing out of my little pecker when I laugh real hard.
Right. Well, okay. Well, here, let me continue. And you can,
Fucking idiot.
let
You
me
didn't know
continue.
about that, you fucking dipshit.
Jordan, just calm down. This
I'm
is
sorry,
a family
I got
show.
real flustered when you did
Jordan, just here.
The final segment would be Ela delivering the news, such as Nick Crompton leaving Team 10 or flushable wipes being banned in the UK. This episode would end in a live performance from the band Chaos Chaos, the show's first live music performance. In episode 66, Erik would take the place of Ela as she was out of town visiting her sick father. Ethan would start the episode by thanking everyone who made it through the previous episode's intro.
We had probably the most horrific start.
Wasn't that bad?
Well, it was bad.
You're talking it up a little bit.
The thing is, I showed you a clip. I didn't show you the whole thing because it was getting too cringy.
Okay.
It's like a whole minute of I had the stream open and the sound on my laptop. So it was playing the sound back for the whole first minute plus of the podcast before we stopped. Me and Dan were just like, we were mortified. It was our worst nightmares last week.
The comments for this episode would remark how comfortable and natural Erik fits in as a co-host for the show. The most remarkable moment of the episode is when Ian would be featured on camera for the second time, but this time with a speaking role. He would give an update on the Sharky's gift card, and Dan would read an email from Sharky's corporate apologizing for the experience with the gift card.
Right.
Even I didn't want it, but I went.
You didn't want it?
I wasn't hungry, but
Okay.
you were like, you better.
Well, I gave
use
you
that.
all week. I was like, Ian, use the gift card for the segment we're doing on Friday. And then Thursday, I'm like, did you use the gift card? You're like, no, it's not my fault. It's like 6 p.m. Use the Sharky's gift card. What'd you order?
That's the thing. I didn't think it would work. So I ordered something I didn't want because I didn't want to have the disappointment when they swiped it and they said, no, this doesn't work. So I ordered a nasty salmon black bean burrito.
Oh, you got the salmon one?
Yeah.
That's the one on the menu where I was always like, I don't know what I want, but I know I don't want that one.
Yeah. I was like, I'll pick that because then when she says I can't have it, I won't be sad.
Huh.
And then she swiped it 4 times. It took 4.
That's a funny detail.
Yeah. And
see, what happens is when I go there, they swipe it once and they're like, get out.
No, it kept going. And she even gave me like a, huh, noise. And
that's weird.
I'm like, it's a wrap. This is not happening. But then she typed it in, punched it all in, and it went. It was a go.
Did you eat the salmon burrito?
Yeah. Reluctantly. But
was it good?
It was okay.
All right.
It was all right.
Okay.
Salmon burrito?
Yeah, I know. I suspect collusion, if I'm being frank.
In what way?
Well, all of a sudden, you're dining at Sharky's on salmon, one of the most coveted fishes in the ocean.
So,
by the way, Sharky's reached out to us.
Yeah.
This is a great detail. A PR person from Sharky's emailed Dan and was like, we're so... Can you read the email, Dan?
In this clip, Dan reads the email from Sharky's corporate, but the background music got claimed, so I'm gonna read it myself. Subject line: we want to make this right. Hi, Ethan. We heard your podcast complaint and apologize for the frustrating experience. We want to hear more about the gift card incident, how we can make it right for you, and also troubleshoot what went wrong. Can we please talk? Please let me know if there is a number we can reach you, or if it's more comfortable, call me on my cell phone at any time at your earliest convenience. Sincerely, Becky.
I was wondering when someone was going to use those.
I love that she addressed it as the gift card incident.
That's my favorite detail.
It's like the name of a Seinfeld episode.
During this conversation, Ian would also share how he came to end up interning for the podcast.
Ian, I want to ask you, you have an interesting story about how you came to work for us.
Yeah.
You wrote us a ton of times trying to get in the door. Why did you do that? What is wrong with you?
Kind of
Do you regret it? Do you regret it now?
Not always. Maybe when I was eating that salmon burrito a little bit.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, I really spammed you guys a lot.
I've never asked you because that's an interesting thing to do is to like, and it's the only time it's ever worked because you're not the only person that's done it, but you're the one person that's stuck out.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
It's kind of like, once you get rejected once, just keep going.
Right.
Because you've got nothing to lose.
Let me ask you this. Were you writing other organizations?
Not really.
To that capacity? What was it that you were so honed in on us about?
I mean, I was a fan of you guys, and I watched the show.
That's sick.
That's what you're baiting for, right?
Well, I was kind of expecting that you were writing everyone in town.
Just anyone.
Yeah.
Maybe if I knew their email.
Right.
But, sometimes it's kind of hard to find.
Well, you were emailing us like every... Tell me about the...
I emailed a couple times. Well, I think what got me to keep going was how open you were the first response. You guys were like, "Oh, cool, send some stuff over." Which I feel like most people are like, "No."
Right.
You know, even if I applied for a like Starbucks or something, they'd be like, "Yeah, really?
Ian?
You?"
I don't like the sound of that.
Yeah, but you guys were so like, "Okay, yeah, maybe."
I think it was serendipitous. We were looking for an intern at the same time. Your email was well put together. Now you're full of regrets and you're eating salmon burritos. All right, come on.
Salmon and black bean burrito.
Get the hell out of here. Get back
All
to
right,
work.
thank you.
You wasted. Come on, for Christ's sake.
Thanks, Ian.
I don't pay you to fucking chit chat. Thank you.
Also during this episode, Erik would bring up 2 ideas for the podcast that would eventually come to fruition.
You didn't give Hila like a kill button?
Right, just kill this
Yeah,
stream.
she can turn off the stream. He's got like a key that turns.
That's a funny idea.
You guys should have one of those Simpsons like technical difficulties things where it's like you and Hila and you guys have like
we fucked up.
Beer bottles in your hands,
Hey,
like bubbles.
at least I didn't say the N-word.
It's true.
It's true.
It's true.
Congrats.
Well,
we should just end the show.
The episode would wrap up with Dan delivering the news, but instead, he would be speaking over the God mic instead of being in the room this time. The topics covered would be Harvey Weinstein getting slapped, Trump failing to broker peace with North Korea, and Alex Jones getting sued for defaming the families of Sandy Hook, just to give you a little taste of the times. In episode 67, Hila would return and Ian would deliver his first PowerPoint, a segment that would become an instant fan favorite. Before this, though, he would start by describing how he had been banned from the top Kanye forum for posting a leak to an unreleased song.
And have you made any pleas to get unbanned with them?
I have tried, yes.
No response.
Well, see, they banned my IP address, and so I tried to make an account under a different IP, and somehow they knew and they banned me again.
Wow, they're serious about it. Now, when you knowingly broke the rules, did you expect that you just had enough street cred that you could go under the radar?
Yeah, I was like, I'm big dog, you know?
What was your username on the forum?
I can't say that.
Ethan would also announce an Ian the Intern song contest, asking fans to compete to create the best song about Ian the Intern. The episode was also shot on Ian's birthday, and Ethan would return Ian's favor by giving him a Sharky's gift card.
Only use on salmon burritos.
What is it?
A $50 Sharky's card.
$50 Sharky's gift card. You son of a bitch. You think that I'm going to let that go? You're dead wrong. I swear to God, if I'm cooked in with Sharkies and I'm going to check that gift card on a daily basis, I see you bought anything with salmon burritos, I'll know.
I just finished using the other one, and I was like, I'm free of it. I'm out.
You have to use all that.
Oh, boy.
Ian would then deliver his first PowerPoint, the topic, Pusha T versus Drake beef. This episode would earn Ian the title of Keeper of Culture and Knowledge, as bestowed by Ethan. After this, they would show a pre-recorded segment featuring Skippy the 40-year-old virgin and Kyle the grandma fucker. The intention of this call was to have Kyle give advice to Skippy so that he may have a better chance at finding love. The call would devolve pretty quickly and culminate with Kyle saying this about Skippy's mom.
I don't feel that this conversation is going anywhere, Skippy. I have to say, although I love you, you're not very flexible. You're not willing to help yourself. I really want you to have sex, Skippy. I really want you to have sex.
Hey, Ethan, I have one question.
Go ahead,
I have
please.
one question, Ethan.
Yeah.
How's mom and can I smash?
I really am so tempted to hang up on the guy right now because you're talking about my mom. So get the bleeper button ready. Fuck you, dude. And that's disgusting. And guys, at this point, I'm legitimately pissed off at you if you're going to not tell him for saying that to me.
Okay.
That's my mom. We're not talking about some generic grandma, dude. So
yeah, Kyle,
fuck you.
Right. Kyle is his mom. And I do think that
That's
we should
way above the line,
yeah,
dude.
that's way Kyle, it is his mom, it is his mother. I think that we should respect those boundaries. Mormons are very family friendly, you know, they have units.
Regardless, what if he had said that about your mom, man?
This was funny, my bad.
It's safe to say not a lot of progress was made with Skippy as a result of this call. Next, Ethan would bring up flushing baby wipes, bidets, and wiping techniques, a topic that would end up popping up frequently in the near future.
You can do a surface level clean, but sometimes you scoop in a little bit for that No?
No. What do you mean?
Sometimes you scoop. You don't know what I mean?
No.
Does anyone out there know what I mean? Sometimes you scoop a little bit.
No, you don't.
The next segment of the show would be called Ethan Go to Your Room, where Ethan would address his past mistakes he has made on the podcast.
Fucking talking about Nazi propaganda, for Christ's sake. And this is just from 2010. I'm just quoting Vonnegut. But to correct the record, it was 25,000, not 135,000 or 300,000 or whatever I said. So clearly the Nazis are on the rise, and they're really using me for reference here. So I am not a Nazi. And Kurt Vonnegut is my favorite author, and that's where that came from.
Finally, the episode would end with another Send the News segment with Hila delivering the news this time. In these recent episodes, it stands out to me that Dan has started chiming into the conversation over the God mic much more frequently than he used to.
Called together like 20,000
Sarah just
people.
pointed out the straw has a watermelon garnish, like an entire watermelon. That's dope. Look at that.
Oh, they crossed the line, even. God bless Snoop. He's out. Snoop Dogg's the best.
In episode 68, there would be controversy. This episode would start with Ethan and Hila reacting to videos similar to the previous episodes. However, they would try something new by bringing out the guest, William Osman, halfway through the episode after the ad reads. William would showcase his talking and vaping beanie, as well as talk about his house that had recently burned down due to the LA fires. After around 25 minutes, Ethan would move on to other topics and seemingly end the interview portion of the episode.
All right. God bless, man. Thank you. So I don't know how to transition because we don't have a break.
Do I need to leave now?
You don't have to. You want to hang out?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So we've got, let's see, we're moving on.
Then, when moving on to the next topic, catching up with Ian about the Drake versus Pusha T beef, Ethan would request William to leave the room rather than remain.
I gotta set up a 2-shot.
We got a 2-shot, right?
Is this live right now?
Do you guys mind? Yeah, we're live. Do you guys mind swapping out?
That's fine.
This is.
Oh yeah.
This.
Yeah, because
we didn't plan to have two guests at once. Ian or William, God bless you. Everybody, please check out William's channel. I'm gonna put a link in the description. You don't leave. We'll hit chat after. I'm done. If you have time, we'll finish in like 15 minutes. Yeah. And we'll come hang out for a bit. Is that okay? Yeah,
that's fine.
All right,
Should I
cool.
leave that there?
Yeah, please leave that there forever.
Yeah, right.
Forever.
I'm gonna take this. This is
Okay, get that. Throw that out the window. All right, Ian, come on. Come get ridiculed.
Not giving William a full interview and requesting that he leave rubbed viewers the wrong way, causing many negative comments. This did seem like a weird choice considering they have had guest episodes that did not require a full interview. To Ethan's credit, the episode was short and there was only about 10 minutes left in the episode after William exited. In episode 69, Tom Segura would arrive for an interview. They would discuss topics such as the change in the comedy landscape and how Tom almost played Jared Fogel's fat brother in a Subway ad campaign.
And they're they are telling me like, be dumb, you're kind of you're the goofy brother,
right?
That's like that hasn't seen Jared in a while. Of course, the name
you're estranged from the family.
Yeah,
the name.
And now you just came back to eat bad food.
So funny.
And then of course they gave me the name.
Yeah.
You're Jared's brother Jerome.
That story is so funny.
Which is the fact that I brought up to them, I was like, that's a black.
That was a
guy's
risky
name.
play. I have to say, were you nervous about bringing it up? Because you said to the producers or the director,
yeah,
Jerome seems like a black name.
Yeah.
Just to let you guys know.
Yeah.
So they came back with Jermaine?
No, I was not nervous to tell them that. I was not nervous.
You felt like you were doing the right thing.
I just thought we're about to launch onto this is going to be what people yell at me on the street for years.
Right.
And, they told me, they go, we're shooting 3 right now. We're slated to do 10. If these have these are Jared's in them. So if this is following the trajectory, you're just going to be shooting like 30 commercials a year or whatever
your life.
for a year. And I'm like, Jerome? I'm like, dude, come on.
Right.
So I just told him, like, dude, that's a black guy's name. Like, it is. And, I mean, I know the people will be like, it could be anybody's name. That's true. So can Connor. That could be anybody's name. But it's not. It's a fucking white guy's name.
Yeah.
So they go, all right, we'll think about it. We'll talk to you. And then they came back and they were like, we think you're right.
I love that the great minds came together.
The Subway minds.
They crunched the number. They're like, we have indeed confirmed that
we have
Jerome
confirmed
is black.
Excuse black. You nailed it.
Anyone could have it.
Yeah.
But it's excuse black.
Excuse black.
Yeah.
We got you a new name. And it's Jermaine.
So funny.
And I just sat there and I was like, I go, are you serious? And they go, yeah. I'm like, that's 10 times blacker. And they were just like, that's your name.
Final answer.
Final answer. Jermaine's here, everybody.
Made it worse.
Yeah.
Towards the end of the episode, they would return to the topic of wiping preferences and techniques.
So first of all, tell me, do you use baby wipes?
No, but I do. I have used baby wipes, a wipe pack outside of the house. At the house, fantastic if that's if you're out in public.
Yeah.
And I have used baby wipes in some situations, like
Isn't it great?
traveling.
You start
fantastic.
dry, you end wet.
But the best by far is having a bidet or a washlet. I mean,
this is so good. I don't get the great debate we have on this podcast is baby wipes versus bidet. I don't get the bidet, and I feel like you're a hairy guy like me.
Oh, it's disgusting.
I have
down
a
there.
hairy asshole.
Yeah.
And I don't understand this process. We have a bidet in our new house.
Yeah.
And I've squirted water on my. I've tried it. Okay, this is the update people are waiting for.
Yeah.
Everybody's been waiting for this update. I don't get it because it doesn't really clean the asshole. It just sprays, and then like, how do you dry
Explain
it?
to us.
Because
Let's
if you
hear.
put toilet paper on the asshole and there's all this hair here, it just bunches up, and you've got a fucking paper mache
I hear
asshole.
you. I hear you. Come over and shit in my house, okay?
That good?
Yes.
This would become a regular topic for the episodes to come. In episode 70, Boogie2988 would return for a second interview. They would discuss Boogie's recent weight loss, recent divorce, and recent sexual escapades. And if I had to hear this story, so do you.
I'm so sorry to say this in front of you.
This is
such
great.
a disgusting
No,
story.
say it.
She's taken Oreo cookies and she's laid them across her chest, down her stomach to make an arrow to her vagina, and then she had filled her vagina
No.
with maraschino cherries.
Whoa.
I swear
It
to
is time
God.
for dessert.
I swear to God. And my first thought is, you are going to get a yeast infection. What the fuck are you doing? Like, don't put food in your vagina.
How many did you stuff in there?
It was 6 or 7. It was like, but I was, it was like one of the best experiences of my life. I was like, this is awesome.
In episode 71, the comedian Chris D'Elia would join for an interview. In this episode, they would cover Chris's back and forth with Logan Paul with these tweets.
At least, you know,
yeah.
when my career dies, you can film it and put it on YouTube. I love that when you quote tweet him, you can't even see what the fuck you said.
I actually thought maybe that's why he did that.
I don't think he thought that.
No, I don't think so either.
No way.
I wonder if he did it so you wouldn't see the response if I retweeted it.
No.
So fucking great.
That was such a slam dunk. Like.
Yeah, I mean, and look at the likes.
The
and
likes
retweets.
on that one.
Just like everyone
historic.
Just like, all right, you're done. Dude. So he should have been like, well played. I'm gonna go on with my day.
Yeah.
But no.
He should have known I was going to say something like that. So, anyway, I did that.
Let's see what's next.
And then he just kept going.
Not gonna lie, this single tweet is funnier than your entire Netflix special, which actually has a lot to unpack, right?
Yeah. Yes. And now
There's a lot.
this is at least technically breaking this down. If I were a dork, technically this is it makes sense. It's fun.
Yeah.
Compared to the other
Sure.
tweet.
Yeah. But he admits he saw my entire Netflix special.
Right. He must not have hated it that much. And in a way, it's really a sincere compliment because he's like, I enjoyed your Netflix special enough to watch the whole thing.
Yes.
And this tweet was even
better.
fun.
Yeah. Dude,
I love everything you do.
Your special that came out 10 months ago, that was great. But now you're even funnier.
Topped it. You've topped yourself,
You're
sir.
growing as an
I'm a huge
artist.
fan. Yeah, thanks. How does it feel to have your name finally attached to something fun?
And you don't understand.
So good.
Oh man, and I'm on my phone like, oh my God, this is fucking hilarious. I can't wait. And I'm having fun because.
Come on.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, come on.
And then.
So this is something that Logan and his peers do a lot.
What?
They do this whole thing of like
one.
38-year-old. It's like, Doug.
Like,
I
hey,
don't get that.
I'm a
not
kid.
that old.
Well, first of all, I'm 38. I'm not 60.
Yeah. Let's keep going.
All right. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Ask your fans to have their moms read the tweet out loud to them. See what they think.
I didn't want to make fun of how young his fans were, but I felt like that.
Because he brought up the age too. It was kind of
the
like
age, right?
Yeah,
It really
right.
justified
Yeah,
it.
but I was like, this is a good enough. To me, I was like, this is funny enough to bring that up.
They would also watch Garth Brooks' iconic first video posted on Facebook.
I really wasn't sure about this at the start. But then a friend of mine said something that just made all kinds of sense.
No, he didn't.
She said, think of it more as a conversation.
Also, it was his publicist.
I like that.
All right, you know what?
You do?
I like that.
I like that.
Once again, Ethan would inquire about his guests' wiping habits. Chris would also introduce them to the concept of Metamucil, something that Ethan would become a proponent of in the future. During this conversation, Ethan would reveal he wipes from the front.
See, I'm an unusual breed. I go from the front. A lot of people, they reject me.
Oh, I never knew about a guy who did that.
So, like, that's what I mean.
So you end at your balls?
No, I lift the balls.
Yeah, I know, but you bring it closer to your balls.
My balls are not that, well, you lift it up. You don't, like, at most I'll go like halfway up the chode.
It seems like so much more uncomfortable than
Just to be
go
safe.
from the back.
I don't get this.
You
This
don't?
is weird. You have
I
to
got
do
a
like
good
a
arch.
balance.
I got a good arch, though.
Because, like, are you sitting or are you standing?
You're sitting.
You fucking go under the balls?
Yeah.
Imagine what you look like, bro.
Well, people generally aren't watching me.
During this episode, Ethan would out Ian for wearing fake Yeezys, a cardinal sin in the Kanye fandom.
Gotcha.
I feel like he's gonna get ripped forever since I exposed the fake Yeezy.
Yeah, we don't have to keep saying that.
I'm
Doesn't
sorry,
matter.
I fucked that up.
You said it once, twice.
Ian, when I said fake Yeezy, is that something that you were trying to keep secret? Not to keep like bringing it up, but I'm just genuinely curious how deep in you
I can
are.
imagine you just don't bring it up.
You
know?
I didn't quite catch that. Can you say the words fake Yeezys like maybe 7 more times?
Yeah, well, I mean.
The episode would end with the music being played too early, requiring it to be played twice, something that seemed to happen a lot in the early days of the podcast after they switched to streaming on YouTube.
Well,
don't look.
It's okay. I don't think they
We didn't know
you
until you
called
said
out,
it.
so.
Let me just say that I really like that.
Boy, you know, this space, I like that. This podcast, I really like that.
Guys, go check out Chris on everything he's doing. God damn it! Thank you all so much for watching. We will be back next week with I don't know who.
In episode 72, Ethan would be flying solo. He started the episode saying that he had to get Shredder's stomach pumped because he ate an Adderall pill that someone accidentally left on the floor. The main story of the episode would be breaking down what went wrong at TanaCon.
So the day of, it's pure chaos outside. Nobody gets into the convention, which turns out to be, by the way, just a Marriott events room that has a maximum capacity of 1,000. And the creators can't even get into the room because it's so unsafe, because it's so chaotic and uncontrolled outside. Here, let me give you a view of basically, here, let's see. It's like the whole parking lot. I mean, nobody can get inside.
No, there's like 4,000 people outside or something like that.
Yeah. So the funny part about basically this is that thousands of people are outside, okay? And there's supposed to be a VIP ticket line for people who got the VIP ticket to skip in front of the free tickets. But everybody out there who's waiting in line for 4 to 6 hours in the blazing heat without any food or water being offered. There's actually footage of ambulance and fire trucks coming and rescuing people from getting heat stroke. Everybody who's outside is starting to realize they all have a VIP ticket. Because it was pitched like mostly free and maybe like 300 VIP for people who really care and want to make sure they meet everyone. So everybody out there, they're starting to realize, has a VIP ticket.
It's interesting to hear Ethan talk so harshly about Tana, saying that she looks like she is on her third marriage already at age 20, when she would eventually become a friend of the show. After this, Ethan would announce the winner of the Ian the Intern song, awarding him a free Samsung phone.
So there was one song that really rised above, made by K-Gen, the Cajun. It's a beautiful little ditty that expresses my inner feelings on Ian the Intern. Sometimes he's there, he tries his best, but god damn it, Ian. So, god damn it, Cajun, I'm giving you
What are you giving him? What are you giving him?
Beautiful S9 Plus.
Ooh, boy.
This is the best phone on the market, folks, and let me tell you what. I got a special twist. Oh god, how do I get this open? I got a special little incentive.
God damn it. Didn't Ian was supposed to pre-open that, dude.
God damn it.
Towards the end of the episode, Ethan would give an update on his Metamucil usage, calling his bowel movement a supple no-stick slide, as if it were sprayed by Pam.
Sometimes that shit's so disgusting when I have diarrhea. It sprays on my thighs, and I'm not going to lie.
What?
Sometimes it happens.
That's real?
Sometimes.
Shit.
I mean, sometimes you blast and it, hits the side of the toilet
Right,
seat bowl.
the deflection. I just thought you were like a shotgun blast, and it was just so
Yeah.
wide. that
No,
it-
it's a buckshot. And sometimes sometimes I'll be when I have a meal like this, you're wiping as I do this way. Don't fucking hate on me. We're meant. By the way, Ian fessed up. He's a front to back.
He's a
back to front.
Yeah. When you guys were arguing about it on air, Ian and I were arguing about it back here. I got to say too. I was curious. That night I went home and I tried it your way, and I got to say it's inferior.
It's not
Definitely
inferior. You're not used to it. If I tried it your way, it wouldn't respond. I have years, decades of experience wiping. It's muscle memory, Dan. What do you expect to go home and just live one evening in my asshole? And you think that's Dan? You don't know what you're talking about.
So I should give it another shot, huh?
To finish the episode, Ethan would cover a Jimmy Lee update about his new street comedy YouTube video. Even this long ago, Ethan was already accusing Jimmy Lee of viewbotting.
We had him as a guest. It was one of the worst episodes. We had him as a guest, and after our first break, me, Dan, and Ela were huddled in the corner. He was outside, and we're like, dude, this can't go on. We have to end this. So we actually gave him the cartoon cane off the stage. It's our fault. I think that we should have anticipated that this would happen. It was a formative experience for us. We didn't really know what we were doing at the time, but it's fine.
That was early days.
But anyway, he started viewbotting. He doesn't actually have an engaged audience, but this video has 1.2 million views, 94 comments, and 900 likes. So he started viewbotting, which I find, pretty terrific.
Ethan would say that he hopes to have Jimmy Lee return for some sort of bit in the future. Little did he know the extensive Jimmy Lee story arc that was to come. So, stay tuned for that in the future seasons. In episode 73, Bo Burnham would enter the studio. They started the episode by talking about Bo's new movie, 8th Grade, as well as their shared experience with anxiety. They would also discuss the evolution of YouTube and how the meaning of a viral video has changed. During the episode, they pulled up the live stream of themselves.
This is us right now.
Okay.
You want to click it? Let's see. Is this weird?
Wow.
This is us live right now. I hate it.
No. You have to. Well, you have to wait till we open us live.
Okay. Here, let me mute it. So at least that.
No. You have to let it go.
No, but then it's so bad because they hear us through the laptop and it's just repetitive. I made that mistake before.
Okay.
This is so weird that God, yeah, this is too meta. This is a panic attack right now, basically.
Yeah, this is what it feels like.
Yeah, I'm having a panic attack right now. Okay.
Okay.
All right. We've
Oh my, that's good, dude.
And I can't help but wonder if this is the inspiration for the bit in Bo's special Inside, where he continues to react to the same video of himself. In the latter half of the episode, Ethan would declare that he no longer wants to ask his guests about ghost stories, and yes, up until this point he had still been asking every guest if they had ghost stories to share.
I used to do this thing at the end of our show. We used to ask people if they had ghost stories, but frankly, I don't. I'd rather do something else with you.
Okay, good. I don't.
Yeah, I didn't think you would, and I frankly don't either. I don't even know why it's still going on. It's like, do you have ghost stories? They're like, no. I was like, yeah, I don't either. It's stupid. Dumb. Our fans got into this thing about ghost stories, and I'm like, I don't believe in ghosts, you guys.
Instead, Ethan decided to end the episode by reacting to videos of Papa John because he was with Bo and Bo is in the house.
I haven't seen this in a
So I thought we'd watch it together.
I do have the name of some asshole. You know what I mean? Some asshole kid.
Well,
it sounded like a dog or a Southern quarterback.
You spell it B-O.
Oh, he's
But
B-E-A-U?
you know how this motherfucker spells his name? You do. You just said it.
E-A-U.
Yeah, I was like, that's
French piece
give me
of
a
shit.
fucking break.
Yeah. No. Yeah, of course not.
I feel bad for him in a way, though. He probably got his ass beat in high school. Bo.
Oh, well, the good thing, it's not like we're bringing him up again to be shamed publicly in front of thousands of
Well,
people. So it's fine.
He's grown up. He's come to terms with the
He's
Pizza Mansion.
fine.
His dad is kind of taking the heat off him. If I can say that.
Wait.
Yeah. His dad is.
I didn't even see him. It was on a conference call.
Yeah, he dropped the N-bomb.
In episode 74, Ethan would still be flying solo once again. This episode would start by reacting to FouseyTube's Drake meltdown, where he believed Drake was coming to his event at the Greek Theater, which ended up in a bomb threat.
Drake, I'm trying to find you, so I want to invite you to my July 15th show tomorrow, free at the Greek Theater. It's a concert to celebrate love after the World Cup. I need your energy, Drake. This is energy. People try to tell me everything.
Oh.
People try to take away from an area. Whoa. Okay, sorry.
He's trying to hype up the crowd. Well, I don't know, man. Your mixing doesn't sound that good. I love that even the DJ's in on this delusion. What if Drake just walked on stage right now to the 100 of you huddled around the stage?
I love that line.
It's really not a great insult. Heating up my breakfast. You're heating up your breakfast. Well, anyway, let's watch this shit. Don't want to drag this out too much. By the way, his event is called like Hate Dies, Love Wins or whatever. Arrives.
Yeah.
And he just gets on this car and he's fucking talking shit to everybody. Fuck you.
After this, they would bring on a caller to quiz them on Joey Salads for a chance to win a new Samsung phone in a segment called Know Your Meme.
Joey's most embarrassing recorded act. Is it A, his dick pics leaked online, B, peeing in his own mouth, or C, being caught race baiting fake pranks? Go ahead. What do you think, A, B, or C?
He would also cover the banning of the abusive family vlogger's DaddyOFive's second channel.
He's thinking right now, this is good drama.
We're getting some good shit right now.
I've squeezed some good drama out of these kids right now. Teach him a lesson. Teach that little piece of shit. Nice. You got him good, man. Really good. It gets good. It gets really good. There's a scene. I want to find a great scene. He goes to, there's a scene where he goes to the garage and starts hitting it with a mallet. Notice his brother jump kicking him in the head with no intervention from his parents.
Next, Ethan would describe that Hila had to extend her trip because her father had passed away.
This was like the last picture they took together. Like right when he went in the hospital with like a week left. And he's got a big ass fucking smile on his face. And he's rocking that Teddy Fresh. And he's basically 1 week from death. I mean, he's in pain all the time. And like, I don't know, just the fact that he mustered that big smile for Hila, rocking that Teddy Fresh. I mean, he was a great one. He was a true supporter, and he really enabled us to thrive and succeed in Israel.
The episode would be played out with a song that Ethan and his friend had wrote in honor of Hila's dad.
Everyone can say hello. Everyone knows how to say hello. To leave you is to say goodbye. I'll see you on the other side. Everybody knows.
In episode 75, Ethan would be flying solo yet again. He would begin the episode by announcing the new call-in number 1-808 Hot Meme. While reacting to a 90s anti-pedophile video, the 8th historical H3 podcast moment would take place when they would cut to Dan's camera for the very first time live, featuring a brief shot of Hila, who was taking one more episode behind the camera as she was still dealing with the loss of her father. Shortly after, though, they would cut to the shot again, this time featuring Dan, cementing him as an unofficial third co-host of the show. After reacting to the pre-fight press conference for KSI vs. Logan Paul, Ethan would field another call to play Know Your Meme once again, this time the subject being Skippy the Virgin.
Dan, what is the answer?
One of the coolest things that's ever happened in my entire life was when my belly button link collection of almost 20 years was given to H3H3
You won a brand new
to go to
Galaxy
the victims of
S9
hurricane.
Plus, the greatest phone on the market.
After this, they would watch this wonderful video of Roseanne.
That tweet was about.
I know. You've explained this literally 300 times.
I thought the bitch was white! God damn it! I thought the bitch was white! Fuck!
Which led to this moment that for some reason has stuck with me for all these years.
We're going to bring back the news, by the way. But before we do...
I thought the bitch was white! I thought the bitch was white! No! I thought the bitch was white!
And for those reasons, I'm out.
I thought the bitch was white!
All right. Maybe it's just me having fun. There's a possibility that there's thousands of people watching right now and saying, please stop fucking doing that. I'm having a great time, though.
This soundbite will still be played occasionally to this day. One difference between early episodes and today's episodes is that Ethan had a soundboard in front of him, so soundbites could be played both from behind the scenes and by Ethan himself.
What makes you say that, Dan?
The final segment would be Dan sending the news once again with topics such as Papa John's Schnatter suing Papa John's and a petition for James Gunn to be rehired for Guardians of the Galaxy after being fired for offensive tweets.
Laughter is the best medicine. That's why I laugh at people with AIDS.
Who fucking cares? That's not that...
You know?
Seriously?
Yeah.
To wrap up the show, Dan would be brought out for his birthday and given a $15 gift card to Hot Topic.
$15? The bare minimum.
That's
Any
right.
amount between $15 and $500.
I want you to spend that, and I want to know what you buy.
Then, immediately after, Ian would be brought out as an initiation onto the crew. He would be forced to smell Skippy the Virgin's belly button lint. And yes, they did keep a personal collection of Skippy the Virgin's belly button lint from when he auctioned it off for the charity stream.
Wow, that was a strong one.
It's got a oaky.
Describe oaky.
Oaky. Maybe I'm detecting pomegranate.
Right.
No, it smells like an old mattress.
Right, like a really old mat. Like
you, as you're walking down the street.
Let me see that.
And you see it on the
see,
side of the road.
To me, it's so much worse than that.
In episode 76, VideoGameDunkey and his girlfriend Leah would return to the studio for a second time. This would be Hila's return to the show for the first time in a month. Ethan would open the show by recognizing the complaints that he played the Roseanne soundbite too much in the previous episode, by playing them some more.
I thought the bitch was white!
And now I have one too, and I'm going to be using this
Hila, don't... Okay.
a lot.
Hila hit me with the crickets.
During this episode, they would play another round of Know Your Meme where the caller would answer trivia questions about Dunkey. Viewers would learn that Dunkey's favorite game is Mario 64 and favorite food is tacos. They would wrap up the episode by watching a variety of videos, such as an aunt suing her nephew for getting a 50-50 split of the lottery winnings they had just won.
JCA Winners is going to court. I'm taking him to court. It was my ticket.
Why's that?
Because I bought the
She's
ticket.
salivating.
And now he's trying to lie and say
Yeah.
I said split. I said split with the 50-50, not with no JCAs. I'm taking him to court. I'm getting my lawyer tomorrow.
Another cringe prank invasion video.
Here you go, guys.
And a beauty pageant fail.
The cyber bullying is
Close your eyes.
I'm sorry. Okay. I
Turn your
think the
computer
best
off.
advice I would give to cyber bullying is to love your mother.
In episode 77, we would get another top of the week episode with just Ethan and Hila. Ethan would begin the episode by posing a question that had been bothering him all week.
When you give somebody food, you feed them. Right?
Yeah.
But when you give somebody water, what is that verb called?
You will water them.
There's no word for that, is there? What is the word for when you give somebody water, when you give them a drink? Not feed. Could you say feed them water?
No.
You drink them? There's no word. How is there no word for that?
They would then go on to talk about Alex Jones getting banned from YouTube for multiple instances of spreading misinformation. During their coverage, YouTube would kill their live stream and give the H3 podcast channel their first strike.
That's definitely debatable.
Hey guys, let me cut in real quick. Yeah, Wow. We just got taken down by YouTube. They just killed our stream.
Really?
Yep.
Why?
Community guidelines. Wow.
We can't even show his footage.
What?
What?
Oh.
Are you
I've
fucking
never.
stupid?
I'm not.
Because it's been removed? Jesus.
Wow.
How stupid are you, YouTube? All right, we are back. We were live streaming, and right as we were getting into it, you guys saw, if you're watching the VOD, YouTube, in their infinite wisdom, removed our live stream and gave us a strike. Which basically, when you get a strike, you can't live stream anymore. So some genius over at LiveTube.
LiveTube?
I'm having a fucking. You see what it's doing to me? Shredder's freaking out. We've been sitting here for like an hour trying to figure out what to do. Some fucking genius was like, oh, they're talking about Alex Jones. Let's remove the fucking. You know what is so insane? Is that my whole rant, as I was just getting into, was very, I'm taking YouTube's side. That Alex Jones is a crazy conspiracy theorist who violated the terms of service, was doing all this shit that shouldn't, that by YouTube's terms of service shouldn't be allowed. And what the fuck does YouTube do? They're like, you know what we need to do?
They all sit around and think, what's the best thing to do right now? The most best thing.
They're like,
that will make us look so much better.
Ethan is defending us. Ethan is defending us against Alex Jones right now. Do you know what we can do in one fell swoop to legitimize Alex Jones and to piss Ethan off and turn him against us? Let's shut his channel down and give him a strike mid-live stream.
After his rant, they would still run the Alex Jones compilation they had prepared.
Just roll the edit, for Christ's sake.
I never expected Trump charging into a goblin's nest to not get some goblin vomit and slop and blood on him. I don't want to see him kissing goblins. Spider ghosts are at least 25 years old. They're bashing it because I don't like gay people. I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay.
After returning from the compilation and ads, Ethan would state that he called his rep at YouTube and the strike was a mistake, but they would have to finish the stream offline. After cooling down a bit, he would move on to his next story of visiting a fertility clinic, showcasing these pictures of the off-putting room in which he had to do the deed, stains and all.
Look, dude, there's a splooge drip. Look by the left headphone. There's like a wet drip there. So these are like, they've got like Playboys and stuff in this. Imagine touching that. These sticky ass
What is
pages.
this little white? Oh, it's coming.
It's magazines. It's on the wall.
It's a magazine
And they've got like
from the
Playboys
bottom?
and Hustlers and shit. Look at this chair. That's the first thing you see when you walk in the room.
Oh my god.
Looks like a torture chair. Crazy, isn't it?
It's like a pee pad, like Shredder's pee pads.
It's like, yeah, dude, that's fine. I'll totally jerk off in that chair now that you've covered it with. It's a pee pad. Look at this. Trash can full of jizz rags.
Oh my god. They don't even empty
That's
the trash
what it was
can?
when I walked in. Just full of rags.
It doesn't even have a top. Like, at least use
No
a
top.
trash can with a top or
No top.
something.
He would cover a couple of other quick topics, but it was clear his motivation to continue the episode had waned. The episode would end with Ian presenting his second PowerPoint presentation, this time about the Heaven's Gate cult suing Lil Uzi Vert for using their cult's imagery in his album art.
Ian, once again, is the keeper of culture and knowledge, which we
And
love.
PowerPoint.
And PowerPoints.
Yeah.
Which we love very much, which is an intersection that doesn't cross very frequently. The PowerPoint and the keeper of and youth culture
He's bringing
are
PowerPoint
often
back.
not crisscrossing.
I want to bring PowerPoints into the mainstream a little more, I think.
I'm glad to hear that.
It's a great format.
This PowerPoint was extremely interesting, in my opinion, and one of my favorites by Ian because he corresponded with two of the remaining cult members. He asked them questions such as what does he think about pop culture referencing their cult, or tips to getting into Heaven's Gate. If you're bored, I would definitely suggest watching this in full. After this, Dan would play the outro music just a little too early once again, causing them to need to play it twice.
So it was a wild, weird, frickin' twisted ride. And now we have to upload it tomorrow because it's already like 6. It takes 8 hours. I mean, it takes till 8 to put it up. It's too late. We gotta upload it tomorrow.
Oh well.
So guys, stay tuned because we have got a slamming schedule.
In episode 78, gaming YouTuber Jacksepticeye would arrive for an interview. They would talk about Jack's creative process as well as his live show he was currently performing.
And how was the first show? Great?
Fantastic.
Slammed?
Yeah.
And you didn't really rehearse it?
I mean, I did in my head over and over again, but not like properly out loud, like start to finish.
Damn.
What?
How's the show?
No, don't do that.
Shit. Fuck, dude. God
Stop.
damn.
Jesus Christ.
Shit. What
Yeah,
else do you do?
I'm fucking
what other
great,
talents
guys.
do you have? Fuck me, dog.
I can make balloon animals, you
Damn.
know.
After the ad break, Ethan would force Jack to listen to fan fiction and art of Jack and Markiplier. Apparently, a common topic for fan fiction.
I start thrusting, matching his
50
bounce.
Shades of Jack.
When I hear, oh, Mark, I hit his prostate good and hard. Daddy, please hit that spot again, Jack practically screamed. I hit his prostate again. I jerked him off, matching my thrust. Daddy, I'm close. Me too, kitten.
I mean, that's just a trip to the doctor.
Yeah.
I mean...
After this, the conversation would turn to Tumblr furry porn.
You know, again, like, the thing that I see on Tumblr is this furry porn. Have you seen that?
Can I just say, I'm really glad that the episode you start talking about furry porn on is the one that I have to be on.
I mean, do you want to participate in this conversation? We can skip.
Oh, we're in it. No,
Yeah.
we're in it. Let's fucking
Because,
go.
like, that's the thing that I don't have the empathy as a human being to understand.
Towards the end of the episode, Ethan would ask Jack about his wiping habits, and Jack would reveal that he is on team front to back. You know, the normal way.
But no, I go back to front. I go under the balls, and it's really a point of contention here on this podcast. But
You're fucking weird.
That's a weird one.
What if you drag shit into your balls?
Bro, what if you drag shit up your ass crack?
Then you can just keep wiping.
But do you?
Yeah.
Well, that's weird. I have control, dog.
I'm weird.
You streak shit up your ass crack?
All the way up
It's
the
called
back.
control, dude.
No, all the way up the back. Leave a good scent.
Next, Ethan would give an update on his mental health once again.
I've been legitimately depressed for like probably 2 years. And now I'm starting to like address it.
Mm.
And that's part of why we're not posting videos on H3, because we were just doing too much shit. And I was like working every day. And like it was getting between me and Hila.
And you work from home
I didn't
as
have any
well.
hobbies. Yeah, exactly. Your free time and your leisurely time are mixed up because you work from home, and it's just so bad.
Yeah.
You know, you can only take it for so long before you're like, I'm just gonna disappear forever, or I'm gonna address this.
At the end of the episode, Ethan would ask Jack if he has any ghost stories. Since the first guest, with the exception of the charity stream and Burnham, they have asked every single guest about ghost stories, but this would be the last time to make way for more important conversations, such as front versus back wiping. In episode 79, we would get another top of the week episode featuring just Ethan and Hila. They would begin the episode by reacting to Post Malone winning the Song of the Year at the VMAs, as well as his recent plane incident where the tires blew out on takeoff, requiring an emergency landing.
This tweet. I landed, guys. Thank you for your prayers. Cannot believe how many people wish death on me. Fuck you, but not today.
I can't believe that.
When I read that, I was like, whoa, I didn't see any. I mean, I wasn't looking.
Well, yeah,
but
I wasn't
believe
looking,
it.
but...
Next, Ethan would ponder the possibility of using Nair on his asshole, to which Elo would push back.
That is so insane and hilarious. I think I have to try it.
And I think you shouldn't. Because this stuff is like, you could burn your skin. I didn't know what it was, so I went on Amazon just to check the reviews. And like most of the reviews are pictures of people who got burned.
Did you see any assholes?
No.
The asshole is more resilient or less resilient?
Less.
Than normal? Really? Because it touches shit. I think they would have an extra layer of protection.
No.
Huh.
They would cover other uplifting news stories such as drug deaths being on the rise in the United States, a grandma getting tased by the police, and Sky King, the Horizon Airlines worker who committed suicide via plane in Seattle.
Working on an issue. I don't really.
I
have
didn't
an
know
estimate on how long it may
airlines
be.
could do that.
Damn it, Andrew! People's lives are at stake here.
Now, Rich, don't say stuff like that.
Nah, I just told you I don't want to hear that one. I just want you to whisper sweet nothings into my ear. Better than trying to land it. Like I know how to put the landing.
By the
gear
way,
down.
the plane is empty. He's the only one on the plane, for the record.
Ethan and Ela would also take calls regarding wiping habits. While setting this up, Dan would be interrogated by Ethan about his wiping habits, and Dan would reveal that he is a front-to-back wiper. You know, the normal way. The caller would detail a story about getting a tick in his gooch.
This son of a bitch gave you Lyme disease.
Yeah, I started feeling really shitty.
Oh my God, that's horrible.
And now it's like Lyme is a terrible thing. I mean, I don't have it as bad as some people.
Towards the end of the episode, Ethan would discuss a story about systematic abuse in the Catholic Church. You know, just your typical happy-go-lucky kind of episode.
300 priests. I don't know how many priests are in Pennsylvania, but I can't imagine more than like 1,000. I mean, I don't know what's the number, but what is that? 30%?
At the very end, we would see a new camera shot featuring both Dan and Ian, giving viewers a better view of the setup in the back room. In episode 80, Bert Kreischer would join Ethan and Hila in the studio for a second time. You might be thinking, I don't remember a Bert Kreischer episode before this, and you would be correct. They originally filmed one of the first episodes with Bert, but it was lost due to technical difficulties and never saw the light of day. They would start the episode by explaining this, then moving on to watch a video that they had talked about in the original episode, quicksand porn.
You had two very good ways to walk around that.
They would also react to this video of Tony Robbins.
They sing right at it and they pretend.
They make them rehearse this. These are just the people that work at your house and they rehearse singing songs to you, man. What the fuck? The lyrics are white devil, goodbye white devil.
In Virginia, they're going,
Yeah.
he's leaving forever. Hopefully his plane goes down.
Ethan would bring up that he noticed during one of Bert's specials that when he motioned to wipe, he motioned from the front, and they would connect about both being front wipers.
Is that when you went to wipe?
Oh, you fucking jerk. Can I tell you, it's so natural because I wipe from the front.
I wipe from the front.
I wipe from the front.
I'm a front wiper.
Yeah, me too.
That's
my wiping hand.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay? Because
I hope that turns into a thing that kids do. They go high five and they go, wiping hand.
Yeah. And you go.
Next, they would review different types of ASMR, such as Mean Sister ASMR and Kidnapping ASMR.
400,000 views. You can do that? There's a guy in a vest with a beard. He's holding a knife. And he's grabbing the camera like he's caressing your face.
Yo, flag his video. This guy needs to be flagged.
They would also talk about the dangers of drinking while podcasting, something that both of them had personal experience with. Towards the end, they would start discussing the politics behind shooting specials and getting them on Netflix. The conversation would then turn to Bill Burr. In response to this, Bert would insist on setting up having Bill Burr on the H3 podcast, a decision that would change Ethan's life forever.
You gotta get Bill on your podcast.
We're fans.
Oh, let me organize that.
We're
let me make that
huge
happen.
fans.
Let me make that happen.
We listen to his podcast like
Oh, that's not a question. That's not a question. I'm making that happen. That's not a question.
Amazing.
Yeah.
In episode 81, Ethan and Hila would dish up another Top of the Week episode. To kick off this episode, Ethan would announce that the show had upgraded from the H3 Experience, a name he bestowed upon the show to compete with the Joe Rogan Experience, to the H3 Transcendental Experience. The first story covered was Papa John's public meltdown after being ousted by his own company.
In his mind, he really sees this as a big pizza war. And people are picking sides. He has a lot of support. I mean, there's people demonstrating outside the White House right now, free Papa, in his mind.
After this, Ethan would bring up a story about Alex Jones, to which Dan would say this.
Now, Alex Jones, you know and love him.
Hey, guys, I'm sorry. I think our stream just got pulled down.
Why?
No, I'm just kidding.
You fucking asshole. You stupid. I fell for that. I feel look so stupid. I was going to make a joke like that, Dan.
Also, Ethan would read an email warning him not to nair his asshole, effectively scaring him out of the idea. Since the previous episode, the H3 podcast had put up a poll on Twitter about front versus back wiping, with an astounding 66,000 votes. The results were actually more even than I would have expected, at 61% wiping from the back, you know, the normal way, and 39% wiping from the front. Another point brought up in this episode was the fact that Shoenice had spammed the comments of the previous episode with his 50 different YouTube accounts because Ethan and Bert had mentioned him very briefly.
Shoenice, first comments. Thank ya, bro, for another mention. Wish I could be the 100th podcast. I'll behave. Love you guys. And then he replies to himself, thank you. He didn't log out of the right one. Then he logs into Shoenice YouTube. Thank you, thank you. Then Shoenice YouTube videos. Let's do this. Shoenice inspirational quote of the day. Shoenice loves Hila and wishes she would forgive him. If you guys don't know, he had called you a Jewish whore or something.
Yeah.
Sort.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something sweet like that.
Yeah.
The majority of this episode was spent talking about the Logan Paul vs. KSI fight, the fact that it was a tie, and how they actually enjoyed it more than they thought they would. Over the last half of this episode, Ethan would mull over the idea of putting on his own boxing event between Prank Invasion and Joey Salads, Shoe Nice, or Ethan Bradbury, an idea that would never come to fruition.
I would love to see a 4-man rumble
Gotta
with
be
all of them in Shoe Nice. He would fucking kill them all. He'd be so psycho. He would be such a psycho.
To end the show, Ethan would express his excitement about having Tim Heidecker on the pod for the next episode, but also express frustration that he always feels anxious and excited, never happy and excited. One common sentiment that could be found on multiple comments on recent episodes is that viewers loved hearing Dan and Ian laughing in the background, a common staple of episodes around this time. In episode 82, one of Ethan's comedy inspirations, Tim Heidecker, would enter for an interview.
You're already fucking with me.
I'm trying to put you at ease.
Yeah.
I don't want this to be uncomfortable. I want this to be a positive experience for you.
This would be the first time that fans would be able to hear Dan's iconic countdown leading into the start of the episode.
Welcome, everybody, to the H3 Podcast Live.
They would discuss the new Jordan Peele movie that Tim was recently cast in, Us. Next, they would talk about the origins and early years of Tim and Erik.
I look like a monk.
A little monk?
Yeah.
I look at pictures of myself, man.
I obviously cut my own hair or something. Some deviant cut
The
my
brow
hair.
seems very heavy and...
Yeah, it was well lit. It's clearly well lit.
Ethan would also talk about hate comments and negative reactions to the things you create. He would state that he has stopped reading all comments nearly entirely.
You know?
Right.
I'll have the guys filter some comments to me, but I just feel like...
It's not a bad idea. You get like a
Yeah.
digest of
Yeah, I get
only the good stuff.
And it's like somebody says like, I hope you die of AIDS. I think you have AIDS and you're an awful person. And Dan's like, this guy didn't like the video.
Right.
I'm like, okay.
Right.
At the tail end of the episode, Ethan would show him his That's a 10 video, one of his first H3 Productions videos, inspired by Tim and Erik.
Cover all 9,000 taste bud. Aerate it.
Yep.
Warm it up. Driving up. Get that top note. That cream. Pure vanilla.
Yep.
Sweet. That's a 10.
That's it.
I mean,
That's all you get.
For 11, that's 11 million views.
Well, 12 if you want to round
yeah,
the
I'll round
closest
it up.
digit there.
Well, good for you.
You could definitely tell Ethan was a bit nervous during this interview, but Tim was a gracious guest and did not call attention to it too much. In episode 83, Ethan and Hila would brave the studio alone once again for Top of the Week. The episode would start with Ethan explaining his intention to go through with the idea for Meme Royale, the boxing match he was considering 2 episodes back.
Prank Invasion says, I'm thinking, not boxing but MMA, no gloves, caged bare knuckle fight. We sign waivers and the fight lasts until someone gets knocked out unconscious, gives up, or dies. We'll need lawyers. Like, this guy is... I mean, I can't tell if he's serious, but that sounds like the words of an absolute lunatic. Joey Salads and Prank Invasion bare knuckle fight to the death. Joey Salads versus Prank Invasion cage fight to the death. We need lawyers and waivers.
After the ad break, they would play another edition to Know Your Meme, this time the topic being Shoe Nice.
Ladies and gentlemen, Marge Simpson.
Oh my God, did you see that? Marge just walked in.
Hi everyone. This is my first ASMR, so I'm just gonna try the alphabet. Ready, Homer? Nope. Maybe.
Oh my God.
During this game, the crew and caller would discuss potential names for the group of meme misfits for the show that Ethan was hoping to assemble, sort of like the Meme Avengers, with Shoe Nice being the Captain America.
I have a feeling that Shoe Nice himself is going to be like a true, like, founding member of this organization because he's special.
Some of the options for names included Goof Troop and Gaff Pack. Next, he would cover an iconic moment in history, the T-Series versus PewDiePie subscriber battle. At this point, PewDiePie was still in the lead, but it was clear that he would not last long.
He's about, I mean, they have, what did they have?
Like
3
Something
billion?
billion, yeah.
And not, another comma.
And he's under 1 million, so they're on subs per month, which of course is nothing to scoff at. But they are on track quickly to pass young Felix here.
Towards the end of the episode, they would cover a few stories, such as a plus-size model being on the cover of Cosmopolitan, Louis C.K.'s first show back after getting cancelled, and Ariana Grande getting groped on stage by a preacher. Ethan would end the episode by saying next week he would be interviewing Bill Burr and releasing his H3 mobile game, a perfect storm of public backlash. In episode 84, Bill Burr would join Ethan and Hila for what is one of the most infamous interviews in H3 podcast history.
The guest, of course, the great Bill Burr, is here today.
I don't know about great. Give me somewhere
The
to go.
greatest.
Oh,
The
yeah.
great-
The greatest guy sitting across from you right now.
I know.
Personally, I think the interview is not as bad as everyone makes it out to be, but there's definitely a few awkward moments.
This is one of the first times I heard about you. I was in college, I think, at the time. It was when you were getting booed by thousands
God,
of people
I was
in
hoping
Philly.
you were. I was like, when you said my favorite
You don't-
YouTube video, I was like, oh God, not the Philly thing again. And then you did the Sherry's Berries. I was like, I love this podcast. And now I hate you.
Oh no.
I love. What can I do? I love that.
I'm joking. I'm fucking with you. Go ahead, let's do it.
But do
So
you?
what was
But,
the three ahead?
no, I'm not gonna. I'm not
All
gonna
these people
ask you.
Were bullied. Have you been bullied before?
You've talked about this a lot.
Yeah, probably more than the grape lady.
I didn't
Yes.
realize.
No, but go ahead. Let's
now-
do it.
well,
let's
now
do it.
I frankly,
I like making you.
I
I
would
like
to
making you.
skip it.
I like making you uncomfortable.
Well,
You
what
do
am I
this
supposed
thing.
to? Well, what am I? Yeah, right.
You
Yeah.
know, you get,
And now, what do you want me to be? Well, what was going through your head, Bill, when you're getting booed by all those people?
Overall, I think Ethan was just a little bit too much in his head, and Bill enjoyed making him squirm a bit. The moment that everyone points to as being super awkward is this moment right here.
Oh, it seems like you're in love with your daughter, hearing you talk about her on the podcast.
Jesus Christ. Well, you're pretty perceptive. It's like you care
Well,
about your own child.
Listen, more than that, okay? Because again, you're this character. You gush over your daughter. Not everyone gushes. Did your dad gush over you?
I mean, I was too little. Yeah, no, my dad actually at work did. At work, that's when I learned, like, oh
He
my
got-
God, yeah, he really likes us. But when he came home, yeah, he was cracking the whip. How's your bed made? You do your studies? Well, why not? You know, it was that shit. And he also had a zillion kids, so I mean, yeah.
Really? How many siblings do you have?
I don't know, dude. The internet's too fucking weird to give out all that information.
Oh, you don't even want to say how many because you're afraid that it will
Yeah,
somehow
by all means,
compromise your
keep talking
privacy.
about it. Is there any way you can cut this out? I'm honest, dude. Like,
Seriously?
Yeah, no, dude. There's fucking lunatics out there.
Okay.
Whoa.
Off the air, I'll cut it.
All right.
Jeez. I love how surprised he is. Jeez.
Well,
There's
you can mention the
there's
amount.
absolutely crazy people out there.
Okay, yeah. No.
Ethan would go on to say further in the future that this interview was the catalyst to him finally taking antidepressants, which he had been hesitating to start taking up until this point. In episode 85, another top of the week show, we would get our 9th H3 historical moment with the addition of a new crew member, Zach the Sound Lad. It would only take 8 minutes for the first soundbite ever played by Zach to take place, a Greg Paul soundbite.
Hit me with some of those sound bites, would you, Zach?
GP coming at you.
GP coming at you.
That's his intro.
What's going on,
yeah.
people? GP coming at
He
you.
talks, he like lowers his voice and talks like
It's like he's doing an
15-year-old.
imitation of his sons.
Yeah.
One of the first topics covered would be how Post Malone is cursed because he touched Zach Bagans' Dybbuk box, then got into a plane crash, car crash, and his old house got robbed at gunpoint. Thanks, Jake Paul, for doxing his address.
Post Malone, being the sweet guy, he tried to break him away from the box, but curse was transferred to him in that moment.
In the second half of the episode, Howie Mandel would get his first mention on the podcast when they reacted to this video.
Howie Mandel tells Tyra Bank live on America's Got Talent that she has fake hair. Anyway, Howie apparently knows, because they spent a lot of time backstage together, that Tyra has fake hair. And so that probably is what makes this even more embarrassing. So let us enjoy.
Oh, Heidi, Howie, we missed the facial hair so much. How does it feel with all that fake hair on yourself? I have no idea what that feels like. at
Fake
all.
hair? That
I don't
wasn't
know what
fake.
That was his real hair.
Oh, I see what you did. You see what she did?
No.
She has fake hair. It was a joke.
You never said that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Whoa. It's so bad.
Who would have thought that he would eventually become a major friend of the show? Later, when reacting to a video of Vitaly confronting Joey Salads in a gym, Ethan would say this.
if I'm being honest, Vitaly seems totally unhinged and insane.
Yeah.
An astute observation, considering this was before Vitaly beat up a woman jogging through his neighborhood while on acid, pioneered a new genre of child predator catching on Kick, and before he got arrested in the Philippines and could possibly be facing 5 years in prison. At the end of the show, Ethan would read a message from a fan who was turned from a back to a front wiper.
Dear Ethan, for 25 years, I have been a back-wiping Neanderthal. Today I am proud to say that I have thrown in the toilet paper and have committed to front-wiping moving forward.
Wow.
I mainly want to highlight this part because it was the first time Zach would play music on the show, something that would become a staple of every episode in the future.
It does not make sense to wipe a hole. It needs to be a scoop in order to clean, and I do believe that was me that
That's so
said that.
gross.
After this, I was ready
It
to
needs to be a
truly...
goop.
Ela, please, we're talking about scooping. This is personal and spiritual.
After this, we would hear from and see Zach for the very first time, although briefly, as he chimed in on the front versus back wiper conversation, making this the 10th and final H3 historical moment in Season 1.
Interestingly, Zach, I just heard, our sound guy, he's our sound intern. He's helping us out with sound. He told me today that in his house, they don't even have toilet paper. They go pure wet wipe.
Which I've never seen, ever.
Never seen that. Zach, do you wipe from the front or the back? Can you talk into the mic?
I do the Ethan Klein method.
You serious?
Yes. I do.
Whoa.
At first, I was doing before, but I tried it out, and I happen to really like it.
Wait, are you fucking kidding me? You're a
I
convert?
don't know if he's just saying that.
I swear to you, you want me to bend over? I mean,
Yes.
I don't know what that would prove to us.
I don't know what that would prove.
I'm very clean.
Wait. Let me get this straight, Zach.
Are you just saying this to get the job right here or something?
He wouldn't lie about this.
I swear to
You
God.
switch.
He wouldn't lie about this, Hila. It's embarrassing.
It is very embarrassing, but baby wipes, let me tell you, save your life.
Hold on. Back up.
Forget about the baby
Yeah,
wipe.
back up. Hang on. You're telling me that you wiped from the back until you heard this show, and then, based on my anecdote, you decided to lift your own balls and dick in one hand, reach under them, and scoop out the shit from the front?
100%, yes.
I cannot believe it.
And you prefer it?
I do prefer it, yes.
Dude! That's incredible!
Wait, and Ian is a front wiper?
Now, Ian, I don't know that we've ever asked Ian. Where do you wipe from, Ian?
I think we did.
I'm from the front seat.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
then you're a back wiper.
Wait,
right?
hold on.
person, right?
Yeah.
Wait, Dan is the odd man out here for once.
In episode 86, we would be blessed with another top of the week episode. Ethan would start by talking about Shane Dawson's newest documentary, this time about Jake Paul.
He's trying to see if Jake Paul is a sociopath. And I personally don't think that Jake Paul's a sociopath. I mean, that's a tall claim.
I was legitimately surprised to realize that this was the first time Ethan would hit us with one of his most famous impressions.
This is really upsetting.
But I do also remember, like, Jake Paul was on a podcast, and he was about to hit 10 million subscribers.
On a podcast? On a podcast? Damn. No respect. Shane.
No respect.
You're breaking my heart. Shane, you're breaking my heart.
On what podcast?
On a podcast? Shane. We're family. This is my Godfather impression.
Was on a podcast.
We're family. You come in my house, you sit across the table from me, but I get no respect. What I do to disrespect you so much that you come on a podcast?
Jake Paul was on a podcast.
Shane, why do you do why your own friend, the podcast? You have a podcast. In my mind, it sounds like a perfect Italian Godfather impression.
Spot on.
Shane,
In reality,
never go against the family. Shane, why you go against the family?
kind of keeps getting worse.
I definitely thought this meme started much later in the history of the show. One of the top comments would describe watching Ethan doing his impression like watching Michael Scott. Throughout the episode, Ethan would request Zach to play the Godfather music and slip back into his impression multiple times.
It's not the pizza pie without the garlic sauce and butter. That's my sauce.
Bury me with sausage and
and pepperoni. Now Bo is not in the house, and neither is Papa. What did I do to deserve this disrespect from you?
They would react to 2 news stories during the show, the first one being Millie Bobby Brown saying that she was friends with Drake.
I love him. I met him in Australia, and he's honestly so fantastic and a great friend and a great role model. You know, we just texted each other the other day, and he was like, "I miss you so much." I was like, "I miss you more." He's coming.
He's like, no, don't fucking say that. Well, that just shows how innocent and immature she is. Versus him, you cannot, as a 31-year-old man, text a 14-year-old girl that's not related to you, "I miss you so much."
I'm so excited. Yeah.
You and Drake. That's awesome. That's awesome.
What advice does he give you? Like, what does he
Nice
say?
contribution, dude.
About boys, he helps me. What? Yeah,
See,
yeah.
and then it's like, why does it always got to go there? Drake's like, damn, we talk about other shit. Why do you got to go there? We always talk about boys.
And the second story being Papa John's moving on without Papa John.
They're removing his face. Even at the headquarters, they're doing a huge makeover at the headquarters where they're removing his face off the
I
walls.
feel like it's not worth the money they're spending on all this.
Well, they're betting. Well, they must be hurting.
I guess.
They're in like full panic mode. And so they've even gone as far as to remove the apostrophe from Papa John's.
At the end of the episode, Ethan would give an extended update on his mental health, basically saying that he knew he was anxious his whole life, but recently came to the conclusion that he was afraid of admitting he was also depressed.
Ultimately, I think it's important for people to know that you don't have to suffer. You don't have to carry it. You got to make the decision that you're just going to fight it, right? You don't want to be a victim to it, so fuck that.
In episode 87, it would be another Top of the Week show. Ethan and Hila would kick off the episode with an exciting announcement.
Hila's, there's 2 stripes. She's cooking something up.
Anyone?
It's a cinnamon roll with frosting, man. Hila, it's weird as she's Hila's there's something going on. So we did it.
Just say it.
Well, we don't know yet if anything's gonna go wrong.
She's pregnant. Hila's pregnant. I have been squirting in Hila for years.
What the fuck?
I mean, I'm just telling frankly, like.
After this, they would go on to review the latest part of Shane Dawson's documentary on Jake Paul, where Shane hired someone to go undercover as a producer and secretly try to diagnose him as a sociopath.
Like this is her all day. I just love the image of this therapist with them all day like this. Just looking at the side of her vision at them. Anyway. It's strange. I don't know, man. This shit's strange. Like, I mean.
After this, Ian would enter for yet another PowerPoint, this topic, Kanye. Specifically, his appearance on SNL while wearing a MAGA hat. Ian was a self-proclaimed Kanye superfan. Top 100 in the world, as claimed by him during this segment.
All right, let's get started. Into the, what is this? Kanye versus the world? What are we calling this?
Kanye Decoded.
Kanye Decoded. Wow.
Yeah,
hey,
we'll
take
jump
my hand
in.
and lead me in.
Go right in. So, Jobs, Ford, Edison,
Okay.
Disney,
I see where this is going.
Einstein, Picasso.
How many of these? How many had?
Please, I'm in the middle of something here. Shakespeare.
Andy Warhol.
Warhol, thank you. I forgot for a second.
Who's
Von
that?
Schweetz.
What the fuck? Dora the Explorer.
Von Schweetz, apparently.
Vanellope von
We're off
Schweetz.
to a strong start here, Ian.
Da Vinci. Hughes. Phelps.
Did you rehearse this?
Socrates. I'm getting to a thing. Tesla. Michelangelo.
Oh, there's a third row.
Oh my God, Ian.
Hawking.
Are you trolling me? Is there a presentation, or is it just saying?
We're getting there. Okay. Beethoven.
Yeah.
Jackson. Buddy.
The elf, not Will Ferrell, the elf.
Buddy. West.
Thank
Ooh.
Are you with me so far?
I think so. What is it you're trying to say here?
A great mind.
These are all people Kanye's compared himself to.
Really? Nice.
During this segment, Hila would utter a certain iconic phrase for the very first time in the history of this podcast.
Message sent with love.
I'm not sure that Trump said anything about
peace and love.
Freeing people from prison.
While briefly talking about Mark Zuckerberg, we would hear this OG soundbite that is still played occasionally today.
Facebook sucks. What's news?
new?
Fucking Mark Zuckerberg. Smoking meats.
I'm the meat chef.
Zuck is a potential sociopath.
Later on, he would react to a video of a pastor that I think is hilarious, so here it is.
Was a bright kid, which didn't help things, right? Made him more dangerous.
Dangerous.
We were outside one day
We don't
in
want
youth
you
group,
thinking.
And he was just trying to push my buttons, and he was just, kind of not taking the Lord serious. And I walked over to him, and I went, bam! I punched him in the chest as hard as I crumpled the kid. I just crumpled
Amen,
him.
brother.
And I leaned over and I said, Ben, when are you going to stop playing games with God? I led that man to the Lord right there. There's times that might be
I
needed.
met that man to the Lord right there. He's been in prison for 20 years now. I love that. Everyone listening was like, what? And I walked over to that little 13-year-old, and I punched him in the chest as hard as I could, and I laid him out on the ground.
They would finish the episode by announcing that Teddy Fresh would be releasing a collaboration drop with Rip and Dip. In episode 88, we would get yet another Top of the Week episode.
Guys, would you take a minute and please join me under the gazebo?
Ethan would start the episode by addressing the recent controversy of BetterHelp, a therapy company that found itself in hot water after people discovered their terms of service specified that their therapists might not be licensed therapists. The H3 podcast sponsored them in one of their episodes, and PewDiePie used a clip of Ethan somewhat deceivingly while talking about the controversy, so Ethan felt the need to address it.
So he's saying there's all these YouTubers that are promoting BetterHelp on videos about depression. Mm-hmm. He has a problem with that. He doesn't think that that's ethical. So here's what he shows here. I just hit a wall where it was gotten so bad that it was basically either stop making videos or disappear.
Also, this video is sponsored by BetterHelp. More information about that.
So the way it's cut makes it look like my video, my update video, was sponsored by BetterHelp.
Yeah, exactly.
And
that's what I felt when I saw it too.
Yeah, and I thought I was like, whoa, like...
Why would that be there?
Yeah, that gives totally the wrong impression.
After the break, Ethan would talk about their most recent H3 video and how it felt refreshing to take his time making it while enjoying the process.
I think that I really enjoyed, and the reception was amazing. I mean, everyone was really happy about it. Yeah. I gotta say, I don't think I saw one complaint.
I actually have a collection of them for you if you want me to read those off real quick.
You have complaints?
No, I'm just
kidding. I was like, yeah, what the fuck with you? Judas?
During this episode, they would explain how Ian potentially influenced Kanye into making a Make America Great hat for Trump without the again.
Ian, our intern, who's a super fan of Kanye West, as you all know, had some suggestions for Kanye West
last week.
In our previous episode. He had suggested that he make the hat purple, which would symbolize the joining of the Democrats and the Republicans.
The red and the blue.
Exactly. Red and blue makes purple. Here is Kanye in a purple hat. Not evidence of much, honestly. We had thought that it said, Make America Great.
You can't really read it, can you?
It doesn't say that, though. But what he did, and then his other suggestion, Ian's suggestion was, don't wear a hat that says Make America Great Again. Wear a hat that says Make America Great.
Yeah.
And what happens later on that day, my friends? Make America Great. I'm telling, now, people have suspected that Kanye lurks the Reddit of Kanye on Reddit.
Oh.
And the clip, the highlight of Ian talking about it was on that subreddit. So there is a chance, I swear to you now, that Kanye West saw Ian's suggestion.
During the segment, Zach would also drop a soundbite that would get an impressed reaction from Hila.
I'm sorry, I gotta pause again.
Why?
Look at all these people. There's so many people packed in the room, so many press.
It's actually really annoying. You can't even hear what they're saying. Yeah.
Just camera snap. How many pictures do you need?
What the fuck does she know about cameras?
What?
Tailored.
This is the first time of many that Zach would seemingly have a random yet perfect soundbite that the moment called for. After this, they would react to this classic video.
Think you should keep it? It's a baby. If someone was raped and she gave birth and she decided to kill her...
By the way, he's rounding up. Oh, I did the
Nice
perfect
freeze
pause.
frame. Holy shit.
No, I did the perfect pause. I just wanted to say, like, people who are pro-life, I understand their point because it comes from a religious place.
Yeah.
And they think you're murdering a baby.
Yes.
I personally disagree. I don't think you're murdering a baby. But if you did think that, then I can understand
Why you'd be vehemently against it.
why would you be so passionate about it? So it's like,
You gotta go back a little, because...
I think this guy should have been aborted. Oof.
Oh, no.
child.
I love that. I meant to kick your phone.
To end the episode, Ethan would have this take that would make Hila laugh so hard she starts to cry a little bit.
I tell you what's grosser that I've seen people do. You're just walking with somebody on the street, and just out of nowhere, without saying anything, they go,
Oh my god.
That's fucking the worst.
That is,
I'm like,
That is
who
the
are you?
worst.
that is the worst.
You're just having a conversation, and mid-conversation, Sean Balog does that. I'm like, what the fuck?
Why are you calling Sean out?
Whatever, he doesn't care. And then it won't come out, so they go.
That's so gross.
I'm walking on the street with Shredder the other day, and someone's just walking across the street from me, and they go.
Why would you do that in sight of another human being? You're a lunatic.
Some people think that's normal.
I guess.
That's fucking wild. You all right, Hila? That shit's crazy.
In episode 89, we would be hit with another top of the week episode featuring Ethan and Hila.
Join me under the gazebo, would you please? Yes.
They would start by reacting to a few different videos, including this awesome one.
So this person decided to order a pizza, and they put a sign on the door that said, "Scream, Shannon, your pizza is here. Do not ring the doorbell or knock. Our grandma is sleeping upstairs." You know? I love that the crows are kind.
I don't think I've ever screamed like that.
Dude. It's like he took a full breath.
Next, Ethan would announce that Ty Lopez was using the video he made with Ethan as a new ad on YouTube.
What the fuck, Ty? Now you're using me to sell your shit? I'm not even getting paid.
After this, Ethan and Hila would express their newfound love for TLC, especially 90 Day Fiancé.
It makes sense because I don't have a car, I don't have an apartment, I don't have a house, I don't even have a U.S. bank account.
Is this guy a catch or what?
Around halfway through the episode, Ethan would debut his Alex Jones impression.
Go ahead, Ian. So here we got this green screen, and Ian is going to hold that right up there. Now, last week, Ethan Klein, a liberal Jew out and spent too much time in Los Angeles talking about LaCroix beverages. Now, there is a chemical in LaCroix, okay? Now, bear with me here. That when you drink, turns the frickin' frogs gay, okay?
Later in the episode, Ethan would say something with confidence that unfortunately did not age as well as everyone probably hoped it would.
You cannot be an American and a Nazi. They are water and oil, okay? You cannot throw a Heil Hitler in America. You just can't do it.
I don't think it works in any country.
It works in some countries.
The Heil Hitler.
I'm just saying, in America,
not out in the public like that.
that's a fair, that's a fair point. You make a fair point. You make a fair point. Heil Hitler.
After this, Ethan would learn about fatbergs, a phenomenon that happens when baby wipes are used, causing them to clump up with shit and clog the plumbing.
Kind of interesting that
This
it's
is
flat.
so gross.
You want to take a bite of that? Would you take a bite of that? How much to take a bite of that?
You can barely look at it.
This would finally push Ethan to concede that he should not be using baby wipes, something he was a proponent of in all of the front versus back wiping conversations. Although years later he would admit that he puts a paper towel in the toilet before he takes a shit, so who knows how much he actually learned here. Next, they would talk about the fact that Shane Dawson's multiple-part series on Jake Paul had finally come to an end, and listen to this great clip from it.
Alyssa Violet, who's Jake Paul's ex-girlfriend,
And then
she slept with Logan Paul, and she begged him, please, we made a mistake. Don't tell anybody that we slept together. Logan's response was the best. Let's hear it.
We went to a club like we normally would do and just hung out and then drank, and it was just a bad decision on both of our parts. We texted after and we were like, I was like, please don't ever like tell Jake, I don't ever want this to get out, like it was so stupid. And he was like, listen, like I'm a savage, I'm a maverick.
Oh, fuck. Ethan would then ask Dan, Ian, Zach, and Moses, Elo's brother, a hard-hitting question.
Has anyone back there farted on their hand and smelled it?
No.
Dan, shut up.
Why?
Don't fucking say it like that. Because it smells dank, bro.
No.
Ian, I know you farted on your hand and smell it.
Ian will never.
He ran to the bathroom.
Of course
No,
he did.
Ian. He's doing it right now.
Zach?
Of course.
Moses?
Of course.
Thank you, Zach. The one honest guy.
Of course. How can you not?
Thank you, Zach.
I'm sure this is the last time that Moses will ever be mentioned in H3 lore again. At the end of the episode, Ethan would utter a phrase that would come to have a lot more meaning in the future of the podcast.
So there you go. We're uncovering things here on the H3 podcast. This is so off the rails. We got to end it.
Yeah, let's end it. All right.
In episode 90, we would be blessed with yet another top of the week episode.
I'm your host, Ethan Klein. I am sick as a dog. This is my beautiful pregnant wife who I love and adore. She's the angel of my life and the light of my life. She's everything that I've ever hoped to find in a partner and so much more. Hila Klein. I am so sick. I'm delirious. I'm out of it. Hila, you're still embarrassed by my introduction, I see.
Yeah.
But it's true. It's all true. And so
Well,
much more.
Thank you.
Ethan would start the episode by saying that he was Dayquilled up, the first time of many that Ethan would conduct the show while loopy on Dayquill.
I am so out of it, so this is going to be a roller coaster ride, guys.
Next, they would reveal the results of this groundbreaking poll they had conducted.
Have you ever farted on your hand and smelled it? 124,000 votes. That is a huge number. And let me say, 51% yes.
Mm-hmm.
And after this poll, I bet you it's going to go even higher.
After this, they would react to an episode of a show called Diagnose Me. The subject of the episode was a man who couldn't stop burping.
Ron has been belching non-stop for months.
No one has been
Here.
able to figure out.
That's it.
During the ad read for MeUndies, Ethan would need to be blurred. After this, they would interview an ASMR YouTuber who they had previously talked about. Of course, Ethan would not waste the opportunity to embarrass Ian.
I agree that it's not only sexual, though. But I know, like, with Ian, the intern, it is that, like... No, I don't want to embarrass Ian too much about it, but Ian is a fan of yours.
Yeah.
He was just watching you the other day, right, Ian?
I'm honored.
Ian?
I think it's too ashamed.
Ian's too embarrassed to get on the mic, huh? Well, let's move on then. He'll build up the courage as we continue to talk. Now, finally, I want to say, again, Ian is a big fan of you. I don't know if you're familiar with Ian. He's a big, important part of the show, and he's a really cool guy. We like him a lot. Ian, would you like to say anything to GB here since we've got her on the phone? I know you're a fan. Seriously, Ian?
Wait, he was just talking.
Up the good work.
I can't hear you.
We can't hear you.
Can they hear you? Can everybody?
Oh, yeah. He said keep up the great work.
And Ian, and also,
Thank you, Ian.
and also, Ian was wondering if you're single.
I'm not. I'm so sorry to burst that bubble.
Sorry, Ian.
Towards the end of the episode, Ethan would express doubt in one of his personal heroes, Elon Musk.
Now, by the way,
How did you feel about it? Because you love anime and you're a fan of Elon.
I love anime.
So do you love him even more now?
Well, he's just shit posting. I don't know.
Do you like him less?
No, I don't like him less. I just don't know what.
What's with the tweeting?
I just don't really get him. Like he's.
It's like he's going
I just
through
don't know
a-
why he's trying to be like an edgelord all of a sudden.
It's like a midlife crisis, maybe.
It's like, dude, you're the coolest, fucking greatest dude ever. You don't need to shitpost on
You don't need to
Twitter.
try.
Yeah, you don't need to try.
In episode 91, it would be yet another top of the week episode. Pretty shortly into the episode, Hila would announce that Shredder is no longer eating shit, and Ethan would remark this.
One day he was like, hey, you know what?
I'm a grown-up.
I'm going to stop eating shit. And wasn't that a great day for all of us? Because sometimes he'd come and lick you right in the mouth, and you'd be like, dude,
Yeah.
dude, cute. And also, I can taste shit.
After reacting to a few videos, they would bring up a massively cringe article comparing being a fan to Post Malone to being a fan of Donald Trump, and they would be in a unique place to defend him considering he was a friend of theirs.
The most popular young artist in the most unpopular young nation is a rhinestone cowboy who looks like he crawled out of a primordial swamp of nacho cheese. I'll hand that to him. That's pretty funny. But Post
That's
Malone...
so mean.
Well, okay, he's making fun. He says he looks like he's a little sticky. People have said that a lot about him. I can tell you he doesn't stink, but regardless, here it goes on.
Next, they would play another round of Know Your Meme. The topic this time, Run for the Cube.
So here we go.
I wiped from the front. I wiped from the front.
Wow, Ethan, he's more like you than he thought. He said I'm wiping from the front.
Yes! Chancellor is on fire!
At the end of the episode, Ian would join to give another update on Kanye and his political views. They would start the segment with this special announcement.
I want to say, congratulate you. I heard the great news. You've been made an honorary moderator of our Kanye, the subreddit.
Really?
Which is
I didn't
huge.
know about that.
That's a huge community.
Yeah, they told me this morning.
Oh.
So congratulations.
Wow.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now I know that
Shout out to those
Kanye-
guys.
I know the Kanye community is very important to you. How do you feel about being given this honorary title?
I feel like the queen, kind of, because he was like, you don't have to actually moderate. We don't. It kind of was like, we don't want you to. Don't touch anything, but we
just-
want to put your name there. And
Wow, that's
novelty.
respect.
that's cool.
That's cool.
Good.
We would also get the podcast's first mention of Candace Owens, someone who has been brought up multiple times over the years.
What is Blexit, Ian?
He's had this woman around him for a while called Candace Owens. She's kind of a right-leaning political figure, and she's been very close with him kind of ever since he put the hat on.
The episode would end with a custom outro song sung a cappella by Run for the Cube.
Dudes, have a blessed, beautiful Friday and a happy weekend. You know what? Life is a challenge. It's rough. But if you listen closely, the music is playing. Do you hear it?
In episode 92, they would be joined by Tom Segura and his wife, Christina P., for their first interview episode in nearly 10 shows. They would cover important topics such as how to jerk off without your spouse knowing.
Do you ever do that thing? I've done this where, like, you kind of pay attention to how deeply she's sleeping, and you're like, I think I can do it right here.
Yeah, for sure.
Garth Brooks' social media presence,
Instagram, it's on. Hashtag Ask Garth. Ask me anything, okay? Hashtag happy. Hashtag Garth.
That's my
hashtag
favorite.
Mr. Yearwood. Oh, hashtag you're it.
and wiping habits.
How's the wiping?
When I shit like that, it's like
And did you get a
clean, my dude?
They would spend a large portion of the end of the episode talking about the experience of childbirth. This show was a really fun episode to watch, and the chemistry between the four is very solid. In episode 93, we would be hit with another top of the week episode. They would start the episode by watching a Fox News segment featuring the Vape God.
They're just cool. Like, they're cool. You rip them. There's nothing cooler than blowing a fat cloud like
That's right,
that. They
that's
call
true.
me the Colossus
That is
of
true.
Cloud.
Next, Ethan would get into the meat of the episode. Why does everyone hate him?
There's been a lot of criticism of me of late. There's been a lot of people that have said lots and lots of videos. And I have a natural aversion to criticism specifically, which is something that I've been learning about myself through therapy, which I've started recently. What have people been saying about me recently? Okay. That I'm a hypocrite, that I prioritize money over everything else, that I've thrown friends under the bus, that I'm ignorant and poorly informed, and spread misinformation, that I'm arrogant, that I cannot handle criticism, and that I've used people, just to name a couple of the reoccurring themes. I'm sure there's so much more you could say about me. And let me just say this, okay, for the record, that I am guilty of all of those things. And I'm not going to quantify it or make excuses or anything. I've done those things. I'm guilty of those things, and this is something that I've been aware of myself over the last 2 years or so, is that I have been kind of slipping into a very unhealthy place mentally. So it got worse and worse. I get criticized more and more. I get more and more defensive and closed up. And I want to make clear, you know, I just kept shoving it all deep down and becoming more and more depressed, essentially. And it's only been recently that I've kind of hit rock bottom a couple months ago.
Ethan would talk about finally taking antidepressants for the first time because he no longer wanted to be the same person as he currently was.
But for the first time in such a long time, I feel like there's a light at the end of the tunnel. Mm-hmm. Which for me, it was this black hole. There was no escape. There was no answer. All I could think of was just permanent darkness. And now, suddenly, with the help of friends, with the help of therapy, with the help of antidepressants, with the help of Ela, who's been with me this whole time, there's just, finally, I can kind of see a path forward to getting better. A path to walk towards the light, you know.
It's sad to see Ethan so hard on himself, and even harder to see the comments that are basically all saying that Ethan is correct in feeling this way. Binge watching these episodes, you miss the week-to-week discussion on the subreddit that was taking place at the time and harsh criticisms of Ethan. One thing that is important to remember is that although today the subreddit is made up of nearly entirely H3 podcast fans, that was not always the case. When the podcast first started, the subreddit was somewhat split between fans of the podcast and fans of the H3 Productions channel, hoping that Ethan would return his focus to that. I personally feel like this moment was a bit of a turning point in the history of the podcast, with Ethan making the choice to be honest with his viewers about everything that he was feeling, good or bad. This segment was 30 minutes long, and obviously when I have to edit it down to just a few minutes, I miss some of the nuance, so if this interests you, feel free to watch the whole thing. After the ad read, Ethan would go into the latest TLC show that he is watching, Extreme Cheapskates. During this conversation, Ethan would reveal this beautiful haircut that he had been hiding for the whole episode.
What's going on there? We were going to make a video, and it didn't work out, and all that's left is a stupid fucking haircut. Look at the back.
You got. I was gonna say you got to show them. Yes, thank you.
I love that the video didn't work out, but you're keeping the haircut.
Well, yeah, I know.
Next, they would talk about the latest California wildfires. Towards the end of the episode, Ethan would say that the meme has changed from him saying fascinating too much to him saying what else too much. In episode 94, they would be joined by Dan and Ian for an episode called No Meme Left Behind. The concept being that they would get to all of the things that they never made it to over the course of the first 93 episodes. They would start the episode by giving a brief review of Ian and Dan's time on the show, including the fact that Ian emailed the podcast around 20 times before he finally was given a chance to be an intern. They would spend the episode reacting to a variety of videos. Ian would show a few videos of people falling off stage, leading to these soundbites that are still used today.
But I don't believe we ever actually.
It was a small world pretending I was a UN interpreter.
So she set this up a little bit with some context.
This is Travis Scott at Drake's Boy Meets World tour. And there's another situation, these big holes in the ground. It's a big problem.
Big holes, big problems.
Ela would share a wonderful story about a poo jogger.
The infamous
doing this.
poo jogger.
How is that not staged? That's too perfect.
So I think the story is...
It's not staged. The guy that took this picture actually was planning it for like a year. Because
wow.
they
kept, like on the hunt.
They kept getting this like human shits on the street.
Dan would share a world record of a man who has extinguished the most candles with a fart.
What?
And a world record for the most walnuts cracked with their forehead.
You don't have to do this, dude.
Both of these are also sound bites that still get played every once in a while, I believe. If you enjoy watching them react to these videos similar to the Thanksgiving You Laugh You Lose episodes, this episode is a very solid watch. Ironically, the next episode would be a Thanksgiving episode. In episode 95, it would be another top of the week episode focused on Thanksgiving and Black Friday. They would start the episode by talking about how Thanksgiving food sucks. Then they would start reacting to Black Friday riot videos while listening to the Walmart song.
Everybody, we are Walmart. Hey, throw it up now. Yeah, that's right.
They would also review this classic video from the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.
And it splits wide open. Under the gust of wind, they fighting to quell the beast.
If you're like a 5-year-old and you love Barney, this is like
I mean, sure.
PTSD-inducing moment right here.
The audience is losing their mind because this is the most exciting thing they've ever seen in Thanksgiving Day Parade.
Next, they would review funny Black Friday deals.
Oh, show the picture, Ela.
I don't think we want to go there.
Ela, what are you talking about? Show it. You have to show that picture. Oh, wow.
So that's what you could look like.
After this, they would talk about a story of a guy trying to change his age from 69 to 49 in order to get more dates on Tinder. The next story that they would cover is the story of the preacher that visited the uncontacted island tribe and died in the process trying to convert them to Christianity. To this story, Ethan would remark this.
And so he goes out there with the purest of intentions, but, I mean, I will say for him, at least he didn't fuck a kid.
That's a bad joke, Ethan.
So there is some thing nice to say about him, after all.
No.
One comment on this episode would really reinforce the idea that the podcast had become more than just Ethan and Ela. Dan has become a staple of this podcast. His contributions really add to the whole dimension. Ian too. Last week's episode was my favorite in months. Keep it up. Proud of you. In episode 96, YouTuber Bill Wirtz would enter the studio. They would discuss his origins and creative processes. This would be Bill's first interview that he has ever done at this length, and he seems very shy, as noted in the comments. During this, Bill would reveal he edits on a laptop without a mouse, exclusively using a trackpad. Another interesting fact, his most popular video, The History of the World, I guess, sits at 175 million views and took him 11 months to complete. Towards the end of the episode, Ethan would reaffirm his love for Elon Musk once again.
I love him. I love Elon Musk. I love Elon Musk.
In episode 97, Jack Black and Kyle Gass of Tenacious D would join Ethan and Ela for an interview. They would start by talking about their new animated show, Post-Apocalypto. Shortly into the episode, Ethan and Ela would connect with Jack Black on being Jewish, and we would get this wonderful moment.
You say the prayer?
Are you ready for it?
Are you kidding me?
Tell me if I do this correctly. I've never been to Israel.
I'll tell you.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. This is the hard part. Asher kirishanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Hanukkah.
That's impressive.
Amen.
Wow.
After the ad break, Dan would reveal that Ethan's parents had messaged him saying that Ethan had lied previously in the episode when he claimed that his parents embezzled his bar mitzvah money.
And ask Ethan if he forgot the Disneyland trip with 20 of his friends for his bar mitzvah, stole his money,
Wait, okay, Mom.
Wow.
I didn't realize that I was paying for my own bar mitzvah trip.
Ungrateful.
Wait, there's more. There's more. I spent $5,000 on his bar mitzvah, and everything he got, which wasn't very much, went into his own bank account. His memory is a bit off. Using his parents for a laugh. Shameful.
Oh! Abusing the parents for the left. Bar mitzvah, smackdown.
Partway through the episode, Ethan and Hila would reveal that they felt fairly confident in the gender of their baby, being a boy. The name that they were thinking about was Theodore. They would finish the episode by talking about their connection with Justin Roiland and about how Jack helped Justin get his start in show business. In episode 98, we would get yet another episode with the boys. This means that it would be another episode under the influence, except this time Hila wouldn't participate because she was pregnant and Ethan wouldn't participate because he was now on antidepressants. They would spend the episode reacting to videos and shooting the shit. Shortly into the episode, they would watch this 90s ad of Mark Wahlberg.
Next question. No, the best protection against AIDS is to keep your Calvins on.
Oh my God. Best protection against AIDS is to keep your Calvins on.
They would cover topics such as most popular porn category by country and furries, as well as the possibility of having one on the show so they could ask them questions about the sexual side of the furry world. Next, they would watch this classic video that would be the origin of a soundbite still frequently used by Zach.
He's trying to rob this convenience store, but he doesn't have a weapon or anything.
Oh, that's not gonna work. You need a weapon.
He's throwing gummy treats at the cashier.
Doesn't seem like he's trying to steal.
He's saying, fill that bag up.
I don't even see the bag.
No.
He already gave it to him, I guess.
Oh, that's a bad move.
Fill that bag up.
Honestly, I'd let him.
While reacting to a video of an ultra-religious woman waiting for marriage to kiss for the first time, Ethan would hit us with this moment.
They're like, listen, just don't fuck.
But these girls are aware that they're taking it too far.
I mean,
Yeah,
you
they're
say
aware.
that, but like, God fucked Jesus' mom, and she didn't even know what was happening.
Yeah, he raped a baby. Can I say that?
Now, who are our sponsors today?
I was like, you got raped. I mean, that is true, though,
That's
technically.
The funniest screech on the brakes.
Next, they would discuss each other's first kisses, to which Ethan revealed that he ran away from the girl after his. At the end of the episode, Erik would pitch an idea.
I'm very excited about this. So, you guys were talking about the YouTube rewind. I don't give a shit about that.
Right.
The rewind itself. But next year, I really want to see an H3 wind.
H3 wind.
Where you hit up all your friends.
Where it's me saying.
And then make the video that everybody wanted to see.
Mm-hmm.
Why does YouTube got to make the video you want to see?
I don't think I'm the guy for that.
It's funny because this idea would end up being done by PewDiePie just 2 weeks later with his YouTube Rewind 2018 video, a video that I personally love. I love the vibes of these Jack and Erik episodes so much, and they are always just so much fun. If you've never seen any of these early episodes, I would highly recommend watching the episodes with the boys. In episode 99, Justin Roiland and Alex Hirsch would return for a second chaotic charity stream. They would be auctioning off a lot of unique items and artwork from Hila, Alex, and Justin that they would be creating live during the episode. A few of the unique items they would be auctioning were a guitar destroyed on stage by Post Malone, a Gravity Falls Journal No. 3 Special Blacklight Edition, and a Teddy Fresh X Rip and Dip collab that was no longer available. They would also allow you to donate to write something on Ethan's face once again, and this year you could also pay to write on Joey Salad's face. At the end of each milestone, they would make Joey Salads eat progressively hotter peppers while dressed as Santa Claus.
Joey, what are you feeling right now?
During this episode, Moses, Hila's brother, would be in the back helping out along with Sarah and a new crew member named Mitchell. This would be the one and only episode that Mitchell would appear in. This was before the time of crew members being major characters on the show, so his presence as a member of the H3 podcast would go largely forgotten in the history of H3 lore. Also, during this episode, Ethan would give a quick update on the boxing match between Joey Salads and Prank Evasion.
Well, no, that's a fair point. We were going to have this battle meme royale, and it was supposed to happen, but we had a production company looking in, they just straight up ghosted us, which is strange.
They would also field a call from the president, who sounded an awful lot like Jordan, the 12-year-old Logan Paul fan.
Yeah, President, are you on Air Force One, or what's going on here?
We are totally bombing all of the countries. World War III has officially started. It's total chaos.
Another notable bit would be Justin prank calling a phone psychic about whether or not he should open a Chuck E. Cheese.
Okay, this is where I've got to do this. I'm not going to give you false hope on this. My advice to you would be to spend at least the next 6 months doing some major research possibly.
Oh man, are you kidding me? What do you? I'm gonna
do a demographic.
I'm gonna cut you off right there because the last 12 months, I've been doing major research. I watched a bunch of rocket fire explosion videos on YouTube. I went to a bunch of Chuck E. Cheese's. I talked to the employees. Talked to some of the children there. I watched that one video. Have you seen that video of the little kid that's
I'm sorry, I can't help you.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I can't help you.
No, you're helping me. This is incredible. You are giving me the fire I need to go achieve this situation because we got at least on the building.
I'm not going to give you false hope when it comes to putting out a lot of money.
But you know what though? False hope, hope floats, hope.
Okay, sweetheart, I'm ending the call. I'm not going to give you false hope, and I don't want you to waste your money arguing.
What about
with
Bob
me.
Hope? Would you give me a little Bob Hope? Let me just hear it. Everyone can do a good Bob Hope.
In the end, they would go much longer than planned to reach the 100K goal, thanks to Justin hyping everyone up around the 75K mark when they were all about to call it a night.
Guys,
This night is just
ain't
beginning.
gonna end.
Just
Guys,
beginning.
if 10 more hours. Guys, we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going.
I think we could hit 100,000.
Let's do it. I'm down.
The stream would be just over 8 hours, making it the longest stream in H3 history, a title it would hold for several years to come. In episode 100, season 1 would finally come to an end.
Come, everybody, we are back. The H3 podcast episode 100. I gotta tell you, I wasn't sure we'd make it to 100. We had a bumpy road. We had some ups, we had some downs, we had some goofs, we had some laughs, we had some boofs. But here we are, for better or worse, episode.
For better.
100.
Ethan and Hila would break down the donations by which item ended up raising the most money. The top 3 items were the Gravity Falls journal, a Nintendo Switch, and Post Malone's signed destroyed guitar. You can also clearly see what they called the Justin Rally when Justin demanded everyone push to the 100K mark. At this point, they were up to $130,000 raised as the donation period was still open. To cap off the year, Ian and Dan would be brought out to reminisce on the ups and downs. A little bit of lore about Ian would be revealed shortly into the segment.
Well, Ian has been doing all of our customer support emails. By the way, if you ever complain, you're talking to Ian.
You're not talking to a robot.
Yep. So if you hit me with fuck you, that's right here.
Yeah, it feels
This
bad.
week, you got the first fuck you on support.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, tell me about
big
that.
honor.
I didn't hear about it.
Oh, yeah, you weren't here.
How did you take it? Did you take it
I
personally?
took it in. Well, I exploded on him. Flipped out. No.
Listen, buddy.
Yeah. No, it happens.
You don't know me.
The main portion of this episode would be the 4 of them reacting to different moments from the podcast, such as the Post Malone Patrice Wilson livestream, the Joji face moment, and Steve-O's snorting blood cocaine story. If you only wanted to watch a few episodes from the first 100, this would also be a solid choice as it sort of acts as a best of episode. They would take a call from a person who donated for a call in the previous episode that they didn't have time to get to during the charity stream. During this call, Ethan would give another update on his mental health.
I think a misconception that people have is that my lack of uploads on H3H3 was due to me focusing my energy to the podcast, when the truth of why I wasn't posting there wasn't an issue of time or commitment or anything like that. It was really a result of not knowing what to do there, or not feeling like I was in the right headspace, or having a lack of motivation, or just a lot of negative, bad feelings around posting there. But the truth of the matter is, and one that I'm addressing now as best as I can, is that I am and was depressed. I mean, I'm doing much better now, I think, and it's something that I'm working on. But I had a lot of anxiety and a lot of issues that I needed to resolve, and a lot of it was manifesting itself through how I did my work there in my primary, source of entertainment. And so the podcast was honestly a way for me to not disappear. And it's been an incredible resource for me to come here and be able to share my thoughts and to not just disappear, right? Because that's not something I ever wanted to do. And so, I just think it's a misconception, because now we're back to posting videos there, and we're doing both, and it's fine. I mean, we're busier, but it's good. I like being busy, and I like feeling productive and so much of the negative feelings that you might feel is a symptom of a depressive state, and not actually an expression of like your creative art. And that there's always a way to challenge yourself, and there's always a way to make it fresh and interesting. The fact is that when you're depressed, you see everything through that lens. And so something I've learned about myself is that before I started actually treating my depression with medicine and therapy, is that you scramble and try to address your depression because you don't like know, or you haven't accepted that you're depressed, right? So you're trying in your mind and in your life to address all these different issues, and that's why this, and that's why that, and that's why this. But the truth is, you're never actually addressing the root problem. You're addressing symptoms, but never the root problem. So when you're depressed and you don't address that, you're always looking for some answer, and you're always to change. And the sad thing about it is that you're never going to fix it until you address the root cause. So for me, now that I'm feeling better, making videos is a wholesome thing, and I'm content doing it. Where before I was always looking for something else. I was like, I need to make a show. I need to work on the podcast more. I need to get off you. I need to do all these other things. But those were never the answer. Those were just me looking in vain for something to make me feel better because I didn't actually understand. But now that I'm in a better place, I can see that this is a good place for me, and it is a wholesome place for me. And if you want to express yourself creatively, there's always room within the formula you've created.
So there you have it, the first 100 episodes. These shows took place between April 7th, 2017 and December 21st, 2018. In that time, they put out over 185 hours of content, changed the set design, gained 4 new crew members, Dan, Sarah, Ian, and Zach, as well as lost 2 crew members in Alex and Mitchell. They transformed from strictly interview-style episodes and found their footing with a more variety-style show, got into a few controversies, and raised over $300,000 for charity. Was this all just an excuse for me to watch the early episodes of the podcast again for the first time since they aired? Maybe. But I hope with this video, those of you who may not have been watching from the beginning might have a better understanding of the goofs, boofs, gaffs, romps, sploofs, and splaffs that you may have missed out on. If you are still watching right now, then clearly you like this video, so why not smash that like button? And who knows, maybe I'm already working on a recap video for the second season of the H3 podcast, so you might as well subscribe just in case. Thank you so much for watching, and Papa frickin' bless.